Yiga D, and we are back. And y'all know what time it is, right? Y'all know we about to look at some crime, right? So let's go ahead and get the music started. Get that crime music started. Hey, here we go. So right now we got a psychopath that lures a cop into his house of horrors. Let's do it.
Why are you assaulting me? I'm being assaulted. Assault.
This is just the beginning of a nightmare. What this psychopath does next will pull officers into his deadly game, one that will test every second of their survival.
Jay, what up?
I'm shot in the arm and the leg, Sarge.
3 officers hit. 1 down. 2 injured minor. Person was shot with a gun inside the apartment still.
On December 31st, 2017, Douglas County Dispatch in Colorado receives a 911 call, one that will soon spiral into officers' worst nightmare.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Douglas County, Colorado.
Alrighty, what's going on there?
This guy invited me to his house. He was like kind of like move in, and that he like totally freaked out on me. And he kept coming at me, and I put a laser in his eye because I appeared for my health and my safety. Like he was at me.
And what was your name?
My name is Matthew Reel.
Fearing for his safety, officers are dispatched to 37-year-old Matthew Edward Reel's apartment. However, within seconds of arriving, something about him feels deeply unsettling.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
What's going on tonight?
Yeah, well, my roommate freaked out on me and came at me. I even like put a laser in his face and like I said, I couldn't go and call the police or go to the hospital.
Stay where you're at right there, sir, for me. Why don't you come out here with this guy right here?
So why did the police get called out here?
I called him
Then why are we out here tonight? What's going
because
on?
he's going crazy.
Okay.
He came at me.
So when I asked
in my
you-
room, I'm trying to explain to you and you're not listening. Why aren't you listening?
Go ahead and step down the stairs. Let's go.
No, I want to
Downstairs. Let's go. No, when I asked you what's going on tonight and you said nothing.
nothing. I was doing nothing. That was the plan.
No, I didn't ask what you were doing. I said, what is going on
you said,
tonight?
what's going on? I thought nothing's going on.
What's up?
And why did the cops get called out here?
Because I called them.
Okay, so why did you call the cops?
Willie Lynch in the
Because he
building.
came at me. And
So
I told
that's
him I was
what's
worried
going
about
on.
his safety.
Jason
That's what's
Brown
going
in the
on.
Yes,
building.
okay, you got me. All right, the ambulance. He needs an ambulance. I lasered him in the face, okay?
From the very beginning, officers notice Matthew behaving abnormally, but it's nothing compared to what happens next.
What's your driver's license?
It's none of your business.
Actually, it is because you
Oh,
called
no,
us
I was
out
just
here.
in there. You just took me down the stairs. I'm gonna go back upstairs.
Whoa. Why are you assaulting me? I'm being
right
assaulted. Assault.
Soon after,
This dude's
Deputy
a
Taylor
weirdo.
Davis arrives at the scene. But as she tries to make sense of the scene, every word from Matthew only makes things more complicated.
None of your business.
Actually, it is my business.
No, not at this point. He's across the line, I think.
Well,
This
now
is
you're
my- I want
alleging,
my domestic-
now you're
this
alleging
is my
domestic
domestic-
disturbance,
yes,
so
yes, I am.
now I have to know how long you've lived here and how long
Several
it's been.
months. Okay, there you go. Are you reading your script now, officer? Foot full of Put your hands
wow,
on my
he's
neck
talking
again.
big now.
Yeah, put your hands on my neck
Chest.
again. Put your hands on my neck again.
If you keep yelling like that, I will take you to jail for disorderly conduct.
You got
It's already been
So
explained
quit,
to you once.
so quit
You
yelling,
got
okay? So,
This is just a little bounce.
Just-
domestic.
just be quiet for a
This is
second,
domestic
okay?
relations.
I understand that, okay?
Heard noise outside. I
Outside out
opened the door.
here, or out in the
Yeah,
apartment.
yeah. So I went out.
Okay.
I looked around. I smelled the marijuana. So I sprayed the Glade around to clear it out.
That's a good idea.
Right? So it doesn't smell. I know those guys have died. Right? So I sprayed around because I could smell somebody outside, though. Right? I smelled somebody outside. So I sprayed it around. And then I went back in, and that's when he came at me.
Did he hit you?
No.
Okay. So he's just yelling at you?
No. But he's touched me before.
Okay.
Okay, he's pushed me around.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm worried about him. Like, I needs an ambulance. Like, I'm afraid I lased him in the face. Why was he, like, that really scared me. I'm like, please.
He's okay, I talked to him.
To better understand the situation, one of the officers heads upstairs to speak with his roommate.
What's going on tonight?
We had a noise complaint last night. I got like a notice from the police office.
Okay.
Roughly about 125, about 125 he started shouting out the door or something. I don't remember what. And I went to confront him. I said,
What's he talking about?
I don't know, what is he talking about?
Okay. So, what's he upset about?
I was asking him, what time is it?
Okay.
What time is it?
Okay.
And he freaked out. I came out like this, do you know what time it is? And he ducked into his room. I said, Matt, do you know what time it is? Because he wouldn't stop. And he was being really loud.
Yeah.
And that's when he started with Matt Thompson.
Illogical things.
Yes. Kind of like what he's doing right now.
And what's your guys' relationship?
Nothing. He used to work at Walmart. And I was looking for a roommate.
Okay.
Don't tell me you tried to call it domestic relationship.
100% what he tried calling it.
No. I'll get a Bible and put my hand on it. No.
So he's saying he shined a laser in your face, but it was a Maglite like flashlight.
I'm assuming that. Okay. Because he was holding like this and flipping it back and forth, so I don't know for sure.
Okay.
After finding no evidence to support Matthew's allegations, officers clear the scene and ask him to cooperate before heading back to the station.
All right, Matt, unless there's anything else you need to tell me tonight, we're clearing out of here. You're clear to go back up.
Is he just going back to bed?
He's going to get ready for work and leave. I'd recommend for you just...
I'm getting when I get ready.
If I can finish talking, I'd recommend for you just to go up, go to your room until he leaves, and just get that distance tonight, okay? All right, anything else for us?
No.
All right, we're out.
What they don't know is that Matthew isn't done yet, as the night turns upside down when Matthew makes another 911 call, one that will soon escalate into something far more dangerous.
T-Dose of your emergency.
I need to file a restraining order, an emergency restraining order against my domestic partner.
Has this been physical?
I knew they was. I knew they was.
He came at me, and the deputies were here, and I'm really worried. They didn't even arrest him, and he's pushed me around before, and I told them.
Well, my deputies are headed your way right now to talk to you about getting an emergency restraining order.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Minutes later, officers return to the scene. Outside, items lie scattered below the window, hinting that something violent may have unfolded inside. Officers move in cautiously, knowing a single mistake could make things worse.
Last time they said
Hey Matt, it's Zach. We can talk out here.
Yeah?
Yes, we can talk out here.
There you go.
All right, let's stop.
What's up?
Are you okay?
Yeah, well, I want to file a domestic restraining order against Matthew, my domestic partner.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, why?
Can you help me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, let's do that.
I just feel like you're really upset. I'm not
Well,
really
I am,
sure what's
because
going
I was
on.
assaulted and you didn't help me.
Who assaulted you?
Matthew Thompson, tonight. He wouldn't leave me alone. He invited me in, and then I was like, please leave me alone.
Well, he didn't assault you by
Yes, I
walking
was
towards
assaulted. You can be assaulted without physical contact in a civil sense.
You. Okay, well then it's a civil thing. It's not a
Right. No, but that's why I want to file a domestic restraining order, right? That's why you're here now, right?
Do you want me to give you a number you can call for the Douglas County Civil Division?
I called him already, and I said I wanted to file a domestic restraining order immediately.
Well,
Did you not get that message?
Just...
Officers realize that Matthew Reel may be a danger to himself and others. His increasingly odd and erratic behavior only heightens their concern. Acting on that, they move in to arrest him, unaware that the situation is about to turn deadly.
Matthew, come out!
Let's go.
Matt, come out. Yep. Matt, come out of the room now.
Ironing board.
Matt, open the door. Open the door. Sheriff's office. Shot fire! Shot fire!
That wasn't right.
3 officers hit! 1 down! 2 injured minor! Person was shot with a gun inside the apartment still.
Ooh.
All right, guys.
That wasn't playing no game.
Where's David?
I'll see you, dude. She's inside with them.
Within moments of entering the house, the scene turns violent. As officers pull back, two of their own are left behind, Deputy Zach and Taylor, severely wounded inside the apartment. Determined to help them, several officers rush back in.
He's down! Hey, I'm going! Cover me! Shots fired! Cover me!
Sheriff's office! Get him out!
Yeah,
One down!
what up? Pepper, what up?
Go ahead!
However, a heavy barrage of gunfire forces them to retreat, leaving the officers helpless inside. With no choice, they first focus on Deputy Jeff Prive, who is also seriously injured.
Where you at? In the chest. Where in the chest? Where in the chest? Right here. All right, guys. Who if I had him? I'm shot in the chest. Where's my bed? I'll see you, dude. She's inside with them.
Oh, no.
I'm shot in the arm and the leg, Sarge. Open it. I need a flashlight over here. You're okay. You're okay. I don't see blood. I don't see blood. Oh, I see blood. You're right. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Stay with me, Polly. Stay with me. Sarge, that's brilliant. We get you. Hey. Put it. I need a tourniquet on my left arm.
Came out, bro.
Are you hurt? Where's yours? It's right on my back right. Back door, arm right here. You're okay, Polly. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. I got full pressure. I am. Dude, that's right. Adam, there's fire coming. My left arm. Up high. Yeah. You okay?
I know that escalated quickly, didn't it, Drizzy?
You're okay, Polly. You're gonna be fine. You're doing just fine. Stay with me, Polly. You're all right. You're okay.
Hey, Polly. We got you, man.
I got you. Sarge, this is pretty loose. Are you able to tighten it? Shooting out the window. Get it out of here.
Suddenly, Matthew fires from inside the house, forcing officers to scatter and to cover across the neighborhood. Meanwhile, spotting a brief opening, Deputy Taylor jumps out a back window.
Another one?
Blue! Coming around! Blue! I'm hit! I don't know where, I don't know how much. I went out a window. Where's Parrish?
Parrish on this side. Parrish on the inside.
Parrish is in?
Right there. One time.
Okay.
Parrish is still in there.
Parrish is still in there? Where's the hit?
Oh, my chest.
Okay.
In no time, injured officers are quickly rushed to the hospital.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We got you.
Get him over here.
Okay, what?
Sorry, this is you. Wait, I need you to help carry my arms.
Yeah.
That arm. Hey,
I need you to carry it.
Help him off. You can
go. Right in front of us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We got you. We got you.
Okay.
Backseat my truck.
Backseat, let's go. Oh, stay there.
Long cover.
Yeah. I'm going in on the other side with them.
Yeah. Okay. We got you. Ready?
Yeah, go.
While the wounded officer is sent for treatment, the SWAT team arrives at the scene, fully prepared to take over the situation and rescue Officer Zach, who is still trapped inside.
You got the door barricaded. It's the main door.
Got the door barricaded?
We flew through that. We kicked through it. Should you come in, the hallway to the right, that's his bedroom. That's where he is.
Oh, they got.
Zach, can you hear me?
He done turned
Zach,
up.
can you hear me?
Let's go back. Let's go back. Come on.
Our officer's down inside. He's got a radio.
Yeah, he letting on.
He's got Parrish's radio.
Harris, can you hear me?
Well, 309 Adam. I'm not getting any answers from our deputy. I can hear his radio inside. I can hear the suspect reloading.
Using the security camera stationed outside to track officers' movements, Matthew fires again, forcing officers to take a different route.
But he's popping off rounds every once in a while, so. And it sounded like it's going into the stairwell. So, you guys are gonna have to be quick going up, just so you know. But, so basically with
I'm all the way down.
He's on the other side.
yeah, he's on the other side. We're on the south side of him.
So which way is he shooting? There you got.
Let's get. Here you go, Brent. All right.
Hang on. On the north side, there's a balcony. Door faces south, and he's shooting through the exterior wall south along that stairwell.
Instead of going in through the front, officers shift their plan. They scale the neighboring balcony instead, knowing a direct approach would tip Matthew off, making it even more difficult to rescue Zach.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if Zach made it. You glued.
We can pull you up.
Man's got the firepower.
For a moment, the shooting stops. Seizing the opportunity, officers slip through the entry and bring Zach out of the house.
Go in the truck.
Okay. We only need us three. Go. Get back. Go.
Yeah, one of the officers was in the crib.
With Deputy Zach fighting for his life, there is no time to waste. He is rushed to the hospital immediately. Not long after that, the SWAT team moves in, closing in on Matthew. But the situation is about to take a troubling turn.
Third drive.
Ooh, he banging it out there. Ooh, what's that?
Unfortunately, Matthew is killed in the exchange of gunfire. As the operation ends, more disturbing details surface. It turns out Matthew had escaped from a mental health facility, and within days of his release, purchased a firearm. However, the tragedy doesn't end there. Hours later, Deputy Zach Parrish is pronounced dead from his injuries, bringing a grim end to the case.
Damn.
I'm gonna.
All right, y'all. We gonna keep it rolling. We got killer wife tells cops 53, 431, 890. Different strokes. Let's do it.
No! No! I can't leave without him!
Blue, ma'am.
Oh, God, please! Oh, God, please help me!
The woman currently having a meltdown is 51-year-old Cheryl Coe. Just 30 minutes earlier, Cheryl shot a home intruder directly in the chest, leaving him bleeding out on her bedroom floor. It wasn't until Cheryl turned on the lights that she realized this intruder was actually her husband of 4 years, 48-year-old Luther Luke Coe.
I fell asleep, and then I heard somebody come in the door yelling, and I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to. I shot the gun twice. And the second time he said I shot him. And I realized it was him when I heard him speak.
But was this really an accident? The drama began on June 23, 2021, when Cheryl called 911 to report the shooting. Deputies from the Coweta County Sheriff's Office were immediately dispatched to her home, about 50 miles outside of Atlanta.
I didn't read the notes, man.
I didn't either. Something about gun went off.
The deputies were met with silence as they entered the garage and checked the backyard.
They're back here.
But as they made their way into the home, both Cheryl and Luke could be heard calling out for help.
Sheriff called me.
Sheriff called!
We're here.
Bedroom! Where's the master bedroom?
All right.
Okay, the officer's here.
Inside the master bedroom, Luke was on the ground writhing in pain as Cheryl pressed a towel against his gunshot wound. But for some reason, it sounded like Luke didn't want her help.
Stop!
She told me to keep pressure on it.
Yes, keep pressure on it. Keep pressure on it.
Is there anybody else here?
No, it's just that.
Sir.
Lay down. Lay down.
I know.
Lay down, bud.
Baby, please.
Put that. Yeah, keep that on there. Keep that on there.
When Luke sat up, the deputies could see a large gunshot wound on his left rib cage, bleeding severely.
I know.
Did you tell him 1018?
Can't breathe.
I needed to get tested by him quick.
All right, EMS is pulling up.
While they waited for EMS, the deputies noticed 2 bottles of lubricant on the nightstand, an empty cup knocked over across the room, and a 9mm handgun on the right side of the bed. Cheryl pleaded with Luke to keep breathing and to stop moving away from her.
Keep breathing. Don't move away from me, okay? Please.
It seemed that Luke's ability to talk was slowly fading. Thankfully, it wasn't long before the EMTs arrived, and they rushed to save his life.
All right, ma'am. This way, ma'am. We're going to go in here and sit down, okay?
Please. Please, no. Please.
All right, ma'am, can you tell me what happened?
Cheryl hesitated for 9 seconds before finally answering the deputy's question.
He was out in the shop. He'd been in the shop since I got home. I had 5 Angry Orchards sitting out on the back porch by myself. I went to bed. I took my medicine before I went to bed. He came in yelling, and I grabbed the gun off from the nightstand and started shooting because I was scared.
You were scared of him?
No, I didn't know who it was.
The deputy was immediately suspicious about Cheryl's story. If Luke came in from the shop and started yelling, why was he completely naked?
She had about 5 or 6 beers sitting on the back porch. He was out in the shop. She had taken her medicine and laid down. He came in yelling about something, and she scared her, so she grabbed the gun and shot. But that doesn't explain why he's nude, and it doesn't explain anything. It makes no sense to me.
The deputy couldn't help but wonder if this shooting was more than just an accident, and Cheryl was just putting on a big act.
Oh my God! Oh God! Please, God help him!
Hey, Doris. Ma'am, come over here. Let me take her on out.
Yeah, let's go down by the trucks.
Please help him.
They're doing the best they can.
What's going on? What's he?
No clue, ma'am.
God, please! Oh God, please help him! No! No! What? Where is he? Why do they have this stretcher in there? Oh my God! Please get him out of here! Oh God!
The reason the paramedics haven't brought Luke to the ambulance is because just minutes after EMS arrived, he was pronounced dead. Eventually, the paramedics stepped out onto the front porch, and Cheryl immediately questioned why they didn't bring Luke with them.
Why are they all out here?
I'm here with you.
Come in with me.
No, we can't go in. We can't go in.
Why are they all out here?
Cannot go in.
Oh God, please!
Just have a seat.
Oh please! Why are they all out here?
No.
Why are they all out here? I just want to know what's going on with my husband.
I think you already know what's going on.
No, I don't. Why is it faster?
Since Cheryl was the prime suspect in Luke's death, the deputies decided to wait for the Crime Investigations Unit before breaking the news that Luke was dead. But the longer they withheld this information from Cheryl, the more hysterical she became.
No! 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 No!
Well, if you don't sit down, we're going to have to set you in a car.
No,
Since
what
you're
are
not
you
listening,
talking about, man?
okay? We don't want to do that, so you need to chill out here, okay?
After this stern warning from the deputy, Cheryl retreated back to the ground, got in the fetal position, and continued sobbing.
No!
The deputies didn't seem fazed by Cheryl at all at this point. They casually made small talk while her cries of anguish carried on in the background.
Unknown problem. Person down at Golden Corral 605.
I can't do this without him.
I can't do the Golden Corral.
Oh my God!
Too many hands around it. Do you mind if I borrow her over and take till summer's over?
Yeah, I mean, you
Okay. Okay. So how are you liking the 12-12?
She pouring it on thick.
The hours are great.
The deputies left Cheryl on the ground for the next 20 minutes before the investigators assigned to the case arrived on the scene. They sat down on the front porch again so they could conduct a more thorough interview.
My name's Gary, okay? I'm with the coroner's office, okay? This is Shauna. She's with the sheriff's office. Listen to me, hon. Tell me what happened this evening.
Once again, Cheryl's long pause before answering this simple question raised some red flags. The investigators made it simple for her, telling her to slow down and give them a play-by-play of the last 24 hours.
We were disagreeing about something yesterday
Okay.
that had occurred, that has occurred before.
Yeah.
Talking about somebody else involved.
Not particularly. So we hadn't talked. We didn't talk all day. And he sent me a text at 3 o'clock and told me he was ready to talk.
Okay.
And I told him I wasn't sure if I was.
Yeah.
And that I'd be home when I got home.
Okay.
I came home from work at about 5:30.
Okay.
I didn't see him.
Alright.
I didn't see him when I got home.
Okay.
I heard him and the music playing out there. I got an Angry Orchard and I sat on the back porch. I decided I needed to go to bed because I have to open tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I went in and I took my medicine and then I got in the bed. I fell asleep and then I heard somebody come in the door yelling and I didn't know what else to do. I just grabbed the gun like he's always told me to. I shot the gun twice. And the second time he said I shot him. And I realized it was him when I heard him speak.
To make things clear, Cheryl is saying that she was startled awake by a man yelling, and she thought he was an intruder. So, she grabbed the gun on her nightstand, ready to protect herself. This intruder then busted through the bedroom door, and Cheryl fired 2 shots. The intruder then yelled, "You shot me!" And only then did she realize that the intruder was actually Luke. But once again, this story didn't sit right with the investigators. If Cheryl realized it was Luke when she heard him scream, "You shot me," why didn't she realize it was him when he was yelling just moments earlier? The investigators also found it strange how vague Cheryl was being about her and Luke's disagreement.
We were disagreeing about something yesterday that had occurred, that has occurred before.
Yeah.
Talking about somebody else involved.
Not particularly. So we hadn't talked.
So they circled back to this subject, and Cheryl clearly
particularly.
seemed uncomfortable talking about it.
Cheryl, no, these are just questions that I need to ask you, okay? What specifically were you all arguing about? Another female? Was he talking about divorce? Are you talking about divorce? Or did any of that stuff come up?
No. Can these gentlemen step away?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We live an alternative lifestyle
Uh-oh.
where we're with other couples, other individuals since I started menopause last summer and we finally got my hormones and everything straight. He suggested that we go into an open marriage.
Cheryl went on to explain that before she and Luke met in 2016, they were both part of the swingers community. But for the first 6 months of their relationship, they decided to be exclusive. Once those 6 months were up, they decided to mingle with other couples. And they continued this lifestyle for the next 5 years. However, it became obvious that Cheryl wanted to participate in these minglings more often than Luke. So he suggested that they upgrade from being swingers to having an open marriage instead. This meant that they could now see other people individually as well.
So the argument was over one of y'all want to do that and one of you not, or the people that you're with, or what?
Because of where I work and because of what I do, I try to keep everything extremely private. He has misspoken numerous times about the life that we live to people that he doesn't need to talk to about it. Going back and saying things about conversations that I thought were private conversations with him. I accused him of stepping over that boundary again, and he got very upset with me. I asked him to send me a snapshot of the conversation. He wouldn't do it. I should have to trust him.
Cheryl said that Luke's inability to keep their private conversations private was a recurring problem. It was clear that this experiment was putting a lot of stress on their relationship. So, on Monday, June 21st, 2 days before the shooting, Luke and Cheryl decided to pull the plug on the open marriage and return to just being swingers.
Monday, we got into an argument about it, and I said, let's just don't do this anymore. Ever since we started the open marriage, it's been an issue. He sent a message to the women that he was talking to, the friends of ours that he was talking to, and told them that we decided that wasn't a good idea.
However, the next morning, on Tuesday, Cheryl suddenly had a change of heart. She told the investigators that she and Luke had another talk, and they decided to open things up once again.
On Tuesday morning, we talked about it some more. We decided we would try it again. I sent a message to the 2 women that he had sent a message to, apologizing to them and telling them that it was just me overreacting and that everything was okay.
It wasn't clear why Cheryl did a complete 180, but the investigators didn't want to pry too much and make her feel like a suspect, so they changed topics.
Cheryl, I just got another question for you. What was your husband wearing when you were shot?
He was naked.
Do you know why he was naked?
Probably because he got grease all over his clothes and he took them off in the lunchroom.
Okay. Does he normally come to bed with no clothes on?
Yes, we sleep with no clothes on.
Okay.
When you were in bed this evening, did you have any clothes on?
No.
So when did you put some clothes on?
When I knew 911 was coming. I was holding that on him and putting clothes on at the same time. While I was on the phone with 911, I was like holding that with one hand and putting my clothes on with the other because I knew that the EMTs were about to be here and everybody was about to bust up in the house.
The investigators were in disbelief that Cheryl, who works in the medical field, would prioritize putting clothes on over keeping pressure on her dying husband's gunshot wound. Once they finished their initial questioning, Cheryl curled back up into a ball and rocked back and forth.
Uh-oh, the cry. The alligator tears.
She did this for about 2 hours straight before another investigator came over to speak with her.
Hey, Cheryl? Cheryl?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Jason with Investigations. Could you step inside and sit at the dining room table so I could talk to you for a second? We're just going to go right in here and sit down at the dining room table, okay?
Cheryl eventually followed the investigator inside, where they swabbed her hands for gunshot residue and collected a sample of her blood. She was then given an opportunity to call her mom.
Mom?
No, she's doing the alligators. This is more than crocodile.
No, it's not. No, it's not okay.
The investigator paid close attention to Cheryl's conversation as she broke the tragic news. The details Cheryl told her mom all seemed to align with the story she gave the investigators hours earlier.
The bedroom door flung open and I just grabbed my gun and shot because I didn't know what to think. All I heard was the door slam open and it woke me up and I just grabbed my gun and I shot. No, Mama, I'm sitting here with a bunch of detectives and crime scene investigators and everything else. They've already taken Luke's body off and I can see him.
However, at some points in the conversation, Cheryl's overwhelming grief seemed to affect her ability to speak English. Cheryl's phone was collected as evidence, and she was taken down to the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. Cheryl ended up taking a nap on the ground of the interrogation room for about an hour while she waited for the detectives.
Okay. I know I introduced myself earlier, but we talked. Investigator Wade, and this is ADA Parrish. Okay, he's with the DA's office.
Throughout the course of this interview, the detectives learned that over the past year of being in an open marriage, Cheryl and Luke ran into a lot of jealousy problems. So, they had to set up multiple boundaries to try to mitigate these feelings. The most important rule was that they had to get approval from each other before doing anything physical. However, almost every week, new rules would be added and things were constantly changing, which led to a lot of fighting. The constant arguments, along with Luke's disregard for Cheryl's privacy, is why they temporarily paused their open relationship 2 days before the shooting. They agreed not to see anybody for the next week and focus solely on each other, but this didn't last very long. Later that same day, Cheryl texted Luke from work trying to change their plans. Up until this point, she had been seeing 2 other men, and she wanted to see both of them one last time later that night, before spending time with Luke.
I suggested that we spend some time together Monday night, and he said that kind of made his stomach turn. Or me talking about meeting up with somebody else and then us spending time together.
Luke was so upset by this that he started giving Cheryl the silent treatment. Even when they both got home from work and Cheryl asked if they could talk, he said that he had plans and suddenly left without telling her where he was going. He was gone all night, so Cheryl assumed that he was breaking their rules and seeing one of his partners without her permission. The next morning, he texted her saying that he was just at his buddy's house and was now ready to talk. But rather than agreeing right away, Cheryl decided to give him a taste of his own medicine, saying that she had plans after work.
He asked me what I was doing, and I said it has nothing to do with. I said I'm just going to do some me stuff, which because he was so elusive the day before about telling me where he was going, and he didn't tell me at all. I just left him hanging on it. I was taking stuff back to the UPS store to send back to Amazon and going to the grocery store. But
did you kind of want to make him think that you were doing something to kind of?
No, I just because yesterday when I told him I wanted to sit down and talk, he said he had plans. So today when he said he was ready to talk, I said I had plans after work. And if it wasn't too late when I got home, that we would do it. that we would talk. I was going to go get my nails done, but I decided to just forego that and go on home so that we could talk. And he stayed up in the shop. So
Hey, we already know she killed him, right? But is this not the whore of Babylon or what? She had two dips. She had two side pieces. She wasn't playing no games.
So how did that make you feel when you came home and expecting, kind of talk to each other, and he just kind of stayed out in the shop, I guess, with his son?
well, I guess we'll get to it eventually.
This petty back and forth clearly created some tension leading up to the shooting, making it much harder to believe that this was an accident. So, the detectives began scrutinizing Cheryl's story, suggesting that it didn't make any sense. This is when Cheryl's story began to change.
I heard thunderous footsteps and then the bedroom door slam open.
So you're saying that he didn't make a sound, didn't say anything, the door just swung open?
That's all I mean, at that point I reached for the gun.
And then you said you fired 2 shots?
I'm obviously not a good aim because I fired once and it hit the ceiling or somewhere. I couldn't even see where it even hit. And I fired the second shot to what I thought was the right. I thought I'd be hitting the TV more than anything else because I was trying to get Luke's attention out there more than anything so that he could come in and take care of it because I'm not that good of a shot.
It seemed that Cheryl was trying to strategically alter the details of her story to make herself seem more innocent. For example, it was suspicious that she didn't recognize Luke's voice when he first came into the house yelling.
I fell asleep and then I heard somebody come in the door yelling.
So she adjusted this statement, now saying that she didn't hear yelling at all. She only heard thunderous footsteps.
I heard thunderous footsteps and then the bedroom door slam open.
So you're saying that didn't make a sound, didn't say anything, the door just swung open?
That's all I mean, at that point I reached for the gun.
Additionally, her initial story was that she shot the intruder to protect herself, implying that harming the intruder was intentional and deliberate. But now she was saying that her gunfire was not intended to inflict any harm. She was just firing warning shots, hoping Luke would come to her rescue.
I was trying to get Luke's attention out there more than anything.
Cheryl also provided new information about Luke's drinking habits and claimed that he often became aggressive while under the influence.
Just recently, he was talking about not doing that anymore because he did things he shouldn't when he was drinking.
Now, would you be angry or get angry when you would drink? Would you be verbally abusive?
Oh, yeah.
No,
They
he would get more
abusive.
passionate and more aggressive.
The detectives didn't want Cheryl to control the narrative, so they began calling her out for her inconsistencies.
So when I talked to you previously, you stated that somebody slung that door open and they were shouting and screaming, and remember I asked you, you didn't recognize if it was your husband's voice or not? And what did you say? Do you remember what you said to me?
At this point now, I don't.
You had said that you were too dazed and didn't really know who was screaming and yelling or what they were saying. So now you're telling us that somebody slung open the door and didn't say anything until you fired the second shot, and then he said, "You shot me," and then you realized that it was your husband.
What I'm trying to understand is you got that beautiful home with all those windows and it's still light outside. Even if you had blackout curtains in your bedroom, the light from all of those windows would show through your bedroom window. So then that, coupled with the television being there, a person would recognize that their husband of 4 years and the partner of 6. I'm having trouble making sense of how you say you couldn't recognize even the silhouette of your husband when all this light is shining through, who is speaking to you, yelling at you. So help me understand that.
I mean, I really, honestly, I wasn't thinking it through.
They also questioned Cheryl's timeline of events. Cheryl said that she was in bed by 7:15 p.m., but her 911 call came in at 7:26 p.m. This means that in those 11 minutes, Cheryl fell asleep, got woken up by some loud noise, shot her husband, and dialed 911. The detectives found this hard to believe.
7:15 to 7:26. That's 11 minutes for someone to fall asleep so hardly that they don't know what's going on, or the doors swung open, and the first thing that you do is reach for your gun and fire off 2 rounds. So
I had had too much to drink.
Okay.
It's also important to note that in addition to the 5 ciders Cheryl drank, she also took prescribed medication, which helped her sleep.
I'd had too much to drink. I'd added my clone with it, and I didn't know what I was hearing. I heard the door slam open, and I couldn't. I was asleep. I couldn't focus on anything.
Listen, if you all got into an argument or there was something that happened prior to you shooting, let us know. Tell me now so that we can help you.
Cheryl sat there with a blank stare, the gears turning in her head. At this moment, she realized that the detectives weren't buying any of her
It's
lies.
over for
So
you.
she told the detectives a completely new story, saying that Luke had attacked her.
He came in and slammed the door open, and he was yelling at me.
Okay, who, when you say who's who?
Like, throwing things and grabbed the hold me and told me if I wasn't going to talk to him that I had to go sleep in the other room, and he was pulling me out of the bed, and I grabbed the gun from the side of the bed and I fired it at the ceiling.
Okay, was that kind of a warning shot or?
No, that was, I'm scared because he scares me sometimes, especially when he's been drinking, and I don't know whether he'd been drinking or not. They were both supposed to be warning shots. One was at the ceiling and one was at the wall on the other side. I wasn't trying to hit him.
Right, so when you fired the first shot that went over his head, was he trying to leave the room, or what was he doing at that point in time when you had fired that shot?
He was going after something, and I don't know what he was going after.
Did he say anything to you?
He was mad, and he was screaming and yelling at me and telling me to get my ass out of that bed and go sleep in the other bed if I wasn't going to talk to it, if I wasn't going to get up and talk. At that point, I wasn't where I could get up and talk. I'd gotten past that point. I just wanted to be left alone, and he wasn't having it, and he was dragging me out of the bed.
Cheryl went on to explain Luke's movements during the attack. She said that he flung the door open and began aggressively ripping her from the bed, so she shot at the ceiling to scare him away. This strategy worked, and he left the room for just a moment. Just as Cheryl got out of bed, Luke came storming back into the room. Before he got too close, she fired a second warning shot, this time aiming for the wall behind the TV. But this bullet somehow struck him. Once again, the detectives thought this story made no sense. The TV was far from where Luke was standing, and based on the trajectory of the bullet, there was no way Cheryl shot Luke from this angle unless she could somehow curve the bullet's path. Additionally, while this interview was taking place, Luke's body was undergoing an autopsy. The skin directly surrounding Luke's bullet wound had a muzzle imprint from the gun Cheryl had shot him with. There was also stippling from the hot gunpowder striking and embedding in Luke's skin, confirming that the gun was less than 6 inches away from Luke when it was discharged. In other words, Luke was shot at point-blank range, and Cheryl's story was a total lie. The detectives also pointed out that during one of Cheryl's earlier statements, she said that Luke had never put his hands on her.
He's never laid a hand on me.
This statement blatantly contradicted her current story, so they asked if she was lying. Cheryl clarified that Luke had put his hands on her in the past, but not out of anger. He would only hit her when he got a little too excited in the bedroom.
I've gotten used to it. It's not a big deal anymore, but he likes to slap real hard. I would only let him do it every now and then, I got used to it.
So what was different about tonight?
He just seemed more angry tonight. There was no... That aggression happens when we're hanging out and we're playing in the pool and drinking, and that's when that type of, I don't want to say good aggression, but the good side of it comes out. But this was not... There was no playfulness, there was no kissing, there was nothing before he came barreling in there except me trying to go to sleep. And he wasn't having it.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
I was just trying to hit the wall behind the TV so that it would scare him off or make him leave.
Mm-hmm.
He's my best friend. He's all I have up here. I can't do this without him. And I never meant to do that. Ever meant to do that.
The interview was eventually wrapped up, and Cheryl was immediately arrested and charged with first-degree murder and aggravated assault.
A woman is in the Coweta County Jail tonight, charged with her husband's murder.
911 got the call around 7:30 last night. Cheryl Coe reported to the dispatcher that she had accidentally shot her husband. They say the deputies rendered aid to Luke Coe, but he died there on the scene. Investigators with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office then arrived. They say they started checking into Cheryl Coe's story, and it just didn't add up.
In the weeks following this arrest, the investigators continued to find evidence to strengthen their case against Cheryl. While reviewing Cheryl's 911 call, they learned that she had told the dispatcher that the gun went off by itself. Yet another example of Cheryl's story changing. In an interview with Luke's son, Levi, he said that he had recently learned some details about his parents' open marriage. According to Levi, in the days leading up to his father's death, Luke wanted to go on a date with a girl, but Cheryl asked him not to. However, Luke disregarded Cheryl's request and planned the date anyway. Additionally, when the detectives looked through Cheryl's cell phone, they discovered that just 40 minutes before the shooting, she was texting one of her other male partners about hooking up the next day. The police department also received an anonymous letter stating that on the night of the shooting, Cheryl mentioned to somebody that she was arguing with Luke because he wanted to get a divorce. Cheryl's trial began on February 24th, 2025. During the trial, she took the stand herself and told a completely different story than she had previously told the investigators. Unfortunately, by the end of jury deliberations, they were deadlocked, so the judge declared a mistrial. Her second trial began on August 11th, 2025. Cheryl took the stand once again and told yet another version of events. Under cross-examination, Cheryl admitted to lying to the police, to lying to the jury during her direct examination, and to lying under oath during her first trial. This time around, the jury saw through Cheryl's repeated lies and found her guilty on all charges. Cheryl Coe was ultimately sentenced to life in prison without parole. She currently resides at the McRae Women's Facility in Georgia, where she will spend the rest of her natural life behind bars.
Damn, Cheryl, you threw it all away, Cheryl. You threw it all away over some that outside keep them hoes sick. Like, I don't like it like that. She went out for the slow motion. Somebody was caving her back in. All right, y'all. I got another one, man. I'm talking about this one. It's so gruesome, twosome. We talking about a babysitter has no idea police are about to arrest her for murder.
This is a very important conversation we're about to have. Tell me about taking care of him today. Why is he dead?
This is the worst babysitter you've ever seen, Marissa Teetsort. At this very moment, Marissa has no idea that officers are about to arrest her for the murder of young Benson Zhang, one she thinks is a complete joke.
We were hoping that you could shed some light on that, and I need you to tell me what happened. And I don't know what happened.
Only hours ago, these cameras captured Marissa as the last person ever in contact with Benson, bringing him to his mother, believing she had gotten away with a horrific crime, with everyone unaware that Benson was already gone. Now, as Marissa is arrested, cops will realize that he may never have been her only victim.
I don't know, maybe I put him down too hard, but I didn't kill him. But obviously, I only did it once.
It was the night of October 18th, 2018 in Wausau, Wisconsin, and Heather Gardner had just picked up her children from the babysitter. With a long list of errands still ahead of her, she stopped by a local laundromat to wash and fold clothes. Accompanying Heather is her sister, Jessie, and Heather's two children, 2-year-old Jathan and young Benson. It's a cold night, and Benson is bundled up in a thick snowsuit, asleep in his car seat with a hat covering most of his face. At first, Heather doesn't think much of it and lets him sleep. But only a few minutes after they walk inside, something doesn't feel right. While playing with Jathan, Jessie notices that Benson hasn't moved once since the drive over. He is awfully still, which is quite unusual for someone at his age. Jessie calls for Heather, and as she reaches over to check on him, she is met with every parent's worst nightmare. Benson is unresponsive. Heather doesn't even process what's happening before her body reacts while Jessie grabs the phone and calls 911.
I'm counting 911. Please, we're at the laundromat on the corner of 3rd and Union. Please, at the corner of the laundromat on the corner of... Stop.
As soon as the ambulance arrives, officers rush to perform life-saving measures on Benson. But tragically, Benson is declared deceased. At that moment, officers don't know what to make of the situation, whether they're dealing with a tragic medical emergency or the beginning of a homicide investigation. Then Heather tells them one detail that changes everything. Just a few hours earlier, she had dropped Benson off at the babysitter's house alive and healthy. Whatever happened to Benson happened during those few hours, and she already has a pretty good idea of who to blame.
Wait a minute. Ain't no way I'm about to leave a daycare without knowing if my child breathing and moving. Because if they sleep, I'm trying to see if they breathe in. I'm twitching them, moving them, take the pacifier out their mouth, something. That's crazy.
But before that, if watching cases unfold like this one is your thing, subscribe. It's literally all we do here.
We picked him up just now. Like literally, he could not. When we were walking in, he couldn't even. He was like so tired, he couldn't even open his eyes. And I said something when we first walked out of the apartment. I was like, Heather, why is he not waking up? I was like, is he alive? I'm afraid they did something to him too now. You know what I mean? Because I literally was like shaking him, like I was like, honey, and he would not wake up till I put him in the car seat and strapping him in.
The babysitter's name comes up almost right away, Marissa Teetsort. And it's not the first time the officers on scene have heard that name. Marissa has been connected to other victims getting hurt while in her care before.
I'm very sorry for what happened.
Are you guys going to get her?
We're gonna be going over to that house, okay?
Please go, please.
Like I have all the texts from her saying that she
read and she was pushing us out the door.
Okay.
They were already packed up.
What would you like to do at this point?
So, I want to know what happened
as
to
far
my
as
baby.
See, obviously,
I want to
right?
know if he's been dead. I want to know if she gave him to me dead already and she
Right.
knew.
So obviously our detectives want to meet with you and get all the detailed information from you. Would you be willing to come down to the police department and talk to the detective there, or do you want to stay here?
I have my son here.
You can bring your son.
While Benson is taken from the scene, detectives start looking into exactly how Marissa is connected to Heather.
Have you picked him up from there before and he's been sleeping?
He's always sleeping usually most of the time.
By 9? Yeah, that's pretty late, so.
Yeah. I mean, when I get done with work, sometimes it's not 10 till 10 or 11. Because I work usually at least 3:30 to 9, and then...
And did you work today?
No, I didn't. I was out running around and doing laundry.
Sure.
And then the reason why I didn't finish the laundry before I picked them up, she texted me and she said to me, I called my sister to come with me to come help me because
So this is your sister?
Yeah, that's my sister. Because I couldn't do both kids and the laundry, you know?
Sure.
And JB was busy at the house. And so she said to me, my sister was just texting me and Kira's texting her. She just told me my name is on pilot review for the allegations. Those 2 girls I was watching, so I have court and I'm not supposed to be watching any other kids, so don't say anything to anybody that I do yours, KK, or anything. We'll get in lots of trouble. KK girly and don't want to get in trouble, so don't tell anybody or anything.
Are you paying her to watch your kid?
I am. $40 a day and $80 a week.
Marissa and Heather had known each other for some time, and Heather often trusted her to watch the kids while she's at work.
$40 a day, $80 a week. So that's $280. I don't know about that.
But Heather had no idea who she was really leaving her son with. The night after dropping them off, Heather receives a message from a relative telling her that Marissa had recently made local headlines in an abuse case. Alarmed and terrified, Heather immediately asks Marissa if it's true. Marissa casually admits that it is. In fact, she's not even allowed to babysit anymore. She then asks Heather to keep the arrangement a secret, knowing she isn't supposed to be watching the kids in the first place. With that information, all fingers point to one thing. Something is seriously wrong with Marissa, and the police need to find her fast before anyone else gets hurt.
John?
Yes. I was just going to be calling you.
Yeah. We need to find out where the babysitter is, who it was, where they
already have it. Marissa Teetsort.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
So, she said she picked up. She said they
picked her up 20 minutes ago?
Yep, picked her up 20 minutes ago, and she's like, they watch the baby all the time.
Man, wait a minute. Did this broad say she asked her if she was in another abuse case, and she casually said yeah, and she took her ignorant ass over there with her baby? I understand gotta go to work and all, but work just gonna have to understand, because I gotta find some new plans. I'm not finna give you a chance with my babies. I ain't finna see if you redeemed yourself with my children. The hell? I'm just saying, is it just me?
She always has the kids ready. So, and they said it was kind of weird because it's almost like they were trying to rush him out the door. So, I don't know if they knew. I bet you they hightailed it out of there. Yep.
So we need to get someone over there.
And that someone is none other than Detective Holtz. She's actually dealt with Marissa before, so she already has a sense of what kind of pattern she might be looking at.
So, how long have you known Marissa?
Forever. Since way back when I lived in Antioch. I mean, I just started talking to her again recently.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I hadn't talked to her in so long. Her sister Brittany worked with me at Olive Garden, and she used to come in with her little baby, because she has a little baby too. And then she was like, well, I can babysit for you and everything, and if you ever need a babysitter, because usually Jamie's mom watches the kids. So.
That's weird. Girl, I don't even know you. You came through at a job with my girl, cousin, friend, sister. What? Hey, hey, I wonder, do the mom get any charges in this? Because this ain't even, if this the mom talking to y'all, by the way, and she's just ruining it for me.
And so Marissa was just watching him every once in a while when Jamie's mom was busy. And then it started being more often because his mom works during the summer and stuff. And she's been, and now his mom's been gone in Cali. And she's had like every day at work except for I called in Monday and Tuesday this week because Blitzen was sick.
Okay. So she usually takes care of him every day that you work?
Yeah, when Jamie's mom does. She's been his mom's big.
So not a super regular schedule, just when Jamie's mom is unavailable?
Yeah, pretty much just whenever Jamie's mom tells her she's busy, I call her that day and I'm like, hey, can you watch the kids?
And see, look, listen, I don't want to victim blame because I know it has to be tough for a mother to lose their kid. I'm not trying to beat up on her. But I'm just saying, at some point, though, you got to take the signs, boo. You don't know this girl. This ain't a family friend. This ain't somebody you grew up with since knee high to a tree high. This ain't family. It's strange that they offered to watch your kids out the blue. I'd be looking at you funny. Like, what you mean watch my kids? Huh? Like, nah, I'm cool. I'll figure something else out. And then fine, cool. Everything was good all up until today, right? Until the day you asked her, was she involved in another case for abuse, and she casually said, yeah. That's, I mean, come on now. At what point don't we hold people accountable at that point? Right? At what point? I'm just saying. All right, let's let it rock out.
Okay. I mean, it's nothing like that we planned ahead of time, except for now, because Jamie's mom's gone, so she's been, we had planned on a price and everything per week, and she was going to watch him every time.
So when did she start watching him, like on a full-time basis? How long has Jamie's mom been in California? A week. So every day then? Or just the days that you work?
Just the days that I work, and then today I didn't work. I was running around doing errands and laundry. And I asked her to watch me. And I said I would pay her the regular weekly price then, because I stayed home Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
From work, she didn't have them Mondays.
Okay.
Today was my original, one of my original days off. And I just had a lot of stuff to get done because Benson's been sick and home.
While Holtz is gathering background information on Marissa, Jesse mentions something that makes the situation even more urgent.
I sent her a text too on Heather's phone and when this was all happening. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have. But I said. What did she say?
She didn't say anything there.
Sorry.
Can you tell that she read it?
I was just very
angry.
like a Facebook message or a text?
Or a text. It doesn't say
Sorry.
No, it's sorry.
I just was really angry and was asleep. I was on Heather's phone and saw her name and I just couldn't. I'm sorry.
That text changes the situation completely. If Marissa had already been accused of killing Benson, there's a real chance she now knows the truth is out and might try to disappear before deputies can reach her. But Detective Holtz needs more information before she can make a move.
So tell me how you dropped him off. What was he dressed in?
The same clothes he's wearing with the snowsuit.
And his hat or anything?
No, because he had his hood up on his vest and he had the hood up over his thing. His hat isn't always executive.
Okay. And so when you took him there, did she like grab him right away out of the seat? Did
Yeah,
you
she
just
was
put the
taking him
car
out of the
carrier?
seat when I was taking Jason's phone and stuff out.
Okay.
Because Jason always cries when we drop him off.
And to answer your question, Jesse, I don't know. That's one of the things that we're gonna find out.
That seems so weird to me.
Yeah, but she was never really there. But it was.
But it was very. I know Marissa, and this is.
And it was just weird.
Something was really off.
Marissa's history is already raising serious red flags, and when detectives pair that with the way she acted while handing Benson back to Heather, one thing becomes clear. Marissa is trying to hide something. If that's true, every minute detectives spend waiting is another minute she has to cover her tracks. So without wasting any more time, they head straight to Marissa's apartment.
I don't think Marissa's gonna be just sitting there chilling.
Open the door!
I think y'all done missed that window. If she's still sitting there chilling after she killed
Just
the
as
baby.
detectives expected, no one comes to the door, so they eventually decide to force their way in.
Police department, arrest warrant.
Uh-oh.
Left and right. Get all. It's a closet there, but I got it. Really check this in the hole. Yep, I got the hole.
The apartment is empty. Officers search every room, but there's no sign of Marissa anywhere. With their only suspect gone, they begin looking for anything that might reveal where she went. And before long, one unusual discovery immediately catches their attention.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
It's unusual that they get washed right away.
Doing laundry is the last thing you'd expect someone to do after someone dies in their care, unless they have something to hide. That immediately raises another question. Could something have happened on those sheets that Marissa didn't want anyone to discover? By now, detectives have more questions than answers, and they know the only person who can answer them is Marissa. Luckily, her phone is still on and giving off a signal, eventually leading them to her location. Detective Holtz gets it traced to a nearby hotel called The Plaza. Without wasting a second, officers head there, and at the room they're greeted by Marissa's boyfriend, Adam.
Morning, Adam. Is Marissa here?
What are you guys doing here? Please, Adam, just cooperate with us, okay? We'll explain everything in a second.
Well, you already charged her.
Adam, stay here.
No, you guys are harassing the hell out of us. And she already got charged. We'll be at court. Why you gotta come here?
Well, because we need to talk to her about something new.
Something new?
Yeah. Marissa, I need you to wake up. Why are you here?
Because we wanted to get away. We got it.
From what?
Everything. Isn't it against the law to come stay at a hotel room for the night?
Can you get up so I can talk to you? Tell me about taking care of him today.
Oh,
I was just watching him and he was fine.
Okay. What time did you start watching him?
I think it was like almost 4.
Okay.
At this point, Marissa doesn't even know why detectives are at her hotel room. They haven't accused her of anything, and they haven't told her what happened to Benson. Yet the moment Detective Holtz asks about Benson, Marissa's first words are, "He was fine." For detectives, it's the first indication that Marissa already knows exactly why they're there.
So he was sleeping.
When?
The whole time.
The whole time you babysat him?
Well, no, I mean, like, after he got there, he was up for, like, a couple hours, and then I fed him, and then I put him in the pack and play, and then I had this little camera, like, the video monitor, and then, like, I had to check on him, because I have that now, so, like...
And he was in your back bedroom, or?
In our bedroom.
In your bedroom? In a pack and play? Okay. Until when?
Until Adam got there, because we went outside when they first got there. And then, when we first got there, we went outside, and then put him in the pack and play and stuff, and then yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just like half asleep.
It looks like Marissa didn't have time to fully rehearse her story, because as Detective Holtz goes back and forth with her questioning, Marissa forgets what she last said and begins to lose words. By that point, Holtz decides to stop beating around the bush and tell her the truth that Benson is dead. Marissa's reaction is the last thing anyone in that room expects.
The reason we're here is
Why is he dead?
Behind the tears, a smile quietly creeps across Marissa's face, telling detectives far more than anything she said so
Appreciate
far.
y'all for the
we were
viewing.
hoping that you
Thank
could shed some light on that.
Listen,
I don't know.
Tyler.
Marissa. That. And I need you to tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
This is the most important conversation you will ever have in your life.
I'm telling you. I don't.
No, you're not telling me. You didn't tell me last time, and you're not telling me now, and I need you to tell me the truth. Heather deserves to know what happened.
I know. Where? I'm telling you the truth.
No, you're not.
I am. I don't know what happened. I promise.
I understand that things get frustrating, especially with you being pregnant and having a child of your own.
They were frustrating. I promise you that.
Why are you here?
Huh? Because I got a little money from a car accident, and I wanted to go swimming and stuff, but by the time she picked the kids up, then I wanted to go in a hot tub, but I don't think I can when I was pregnant. So.
What's the real reason you're here?
No, that is the real reason. I'm serious.
Nobody who lives in this town checks into a hotel at 9:50 p.m. after their apartment.
I don't know. I didn't know he died.
And that's also a lie because she texted you and told you that he died.
My phone's off.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I'll show you my phone. I'm serious.
How do you think we found you? I'm serious. Now cut the crap, Marissa. This is the third time we've had a discussion with you about a hair, and now one is.
I didn't do nothing to him.
Then who did?
No one. He was fine.
Did Adam do something to him?
No, no one did anything to him. He was fine. He was fine.
Don't just.
We're not.
I'm sure you didn't mean to, Marissa.
Sometimes it's not what you do, Marissa. It's sometimes what you don't do. And maybe there was something you just didn't do tonight. And left him alone for too long.
You're excited?
Was it an accident?
Yes, you.
Did you leave him alone?
I left him in the pack and play after we got off. After we got back in from outside.
Was he okay?
He didn't make any noise. I have that video monitor thing. I didn't promise you anything. I will never.
So how long was it that you didn't check on him? So start over.
It was like after when like before Adam got there, I checked on him.
Did you know that?
Oh, baby.
But I didn't kill him.
I know.
Oh my god.
How did you know?
Huh?
How did you know?
Just because it's been that.
What?
Well, he does sleep that long, and like, but
How she
I don't know,
snapped back and
felt
forth
cold.
like that?
I was scared. My
sure.
boyfriend wasn't there and everything, so oh my god.
I'm sure it's scary.
Marissa's reaction is unusually detached for someone who had been caring for Benson for the past several days. But the biggest question detectives can't get past is this. If Benson was already, why didn't she call 911? Why spend hours carrying him around instead of trying to get him help? As detectives dig deeper into Marissa's past, things only become more concerning. She's the mother of 5 children, but 4 of them had already been removed from her custody following previous investigations. At this point, Marissa has very little room for error. One wrong answer could tie her to Benson's death, and the investigation could take a turn she won't be able to come back from.
Went to McDonald's.
No, I brought him with.
Did you put clothes on him? Did you put a
I
snowsuit
put
on?
a snowsuit and hat on.
And Adam didn't notice that you.
He probably just thought he was sleeping.
Okay. And then everything after that is the truth about you going to McDonald's and coming right back. Okay.
Did you go through the drive-through or
No,
did
we
you go
went
inside?
in. We went in. And we had, it was like 15 minutes we were there, so we had to wait for fries.
What was your thought process as far as when Heather came to pick him up?
What do you mean?
What did you think was going to happen when Heather came to pick him up?
I don't know, like...
Did you think she wasn't going to notice, or...?
Oh, yeah.
That she was or wasn't going to notice?
She was gonna notice.
How long have you two been friends?
We've been friends for a little while.
So why are you really here?
Because we haven't been to a hotel since, like, my daughter was born.
Nothing to do with what happened tonight.
And I did want to go swimming in the hot tub.
Okay.
Because my back, but then Adam's like, remember, you're not supposed to be in a hot tub. And then there was other people down there, and then he was sleeping. So
how did you explain that to Adam?
What?
Coming here. I have to believe it has something to do with what happened at your house.
No, I
like,
said
I would be
back.
pretty creeped out if
My back hurts.
Did you get a text message? Do you remember getting a text now from Heather? From Heather's phone?
From Heather's, yeah.
What did it say?
It wasn't from her, it was from her sister.
What did it say?
It said, my sister.
Did Adam see that?
No.
Where were you when you got that message?
I wasn't here, and he was in here, but I think he was, like, messing with the baby or something.
So you guys share a phone?
Detective Holtz works on breaking Marissa's story apart. Meanwhile, officers back at the apartment turn their attention to Adam. They need to find out whether he is just caught in the middle of all this, or whether he plays a bigger role than he's letting on.
What time do you guys think you got to McDonald's?
I think Adam has something to do with it, y'all.
Like 8:30, somewhere in that vicinity. And so, the entire time, I mean, that's why I'm confused, because, I mean,
Who picked him up out of the back and played and put him into the car?
I picked him up and put him in there. It's absolutely normal to me. I guess what's happening tonight? This morning. He probably knows more than I do. I mean, apparently, the nurse was watching her. I don't know exactly when, but he knows about as much as I do.
Did you have any concerns because you went hunting or what you?
Yeah, I was hunting, standing behind her 100%. You know, I feel like a goddamn idiot because I don't know who to believe. She's home alone. I mean, we're not together very often.
Do you ever have any safe concerns with your own child?
Not at all, and that's why I don't understand this. I was telling these guys, every time this stuff happens, I'm never around until I got home.
Yeah, right. You're never around.
Went to McDonald's.
Y'all see how quick he threw her right smooth on under the bus? We're never around. We're never together. Trust me, if that's your girl, you know how she get down, cause y'all done got down together.
Where's your back home?
I'm not
exactly sure on times, but we came here.
Adam, trying to protect Marissa, ends up making the worst mistake he possibly could. He tells officers that he was the one who placed Benson in the car seat, and that during the drive to McDonald's, he was moving around and fussing. The problem is, Marissa has already told Detective Holtz that Benson had died long before that. That contradiction immediately puts Adam's story in doubt. The surveillance footage from McDonald's only makes things worse. It shows Marissa and Adam entering the restaurant with Jathan, Benson, and their own son. Throughout their visit, Marissa keeps Benson bundled up with a hat covering much of his face, carrying him around as if he were simply asleep. By this point, detectives believe Benson had already died, and that Marissa was pretending otherwise to avoid raising suspicion. By now, detectives have more than enough probable cause to arrest Marissa. But before taking her to the station, Detective Holt still needs one critical answer. How did Benson die so suddenly without anyone realizing it? To piece together Benson's final hours, detectives make one last stop at Marissa's apartment. What they learn there reveals a side of Marissa that few people could have imagined.
What I want you to do is just like walk through exactly how you put him down. So even like coming in from this direction. And if you could mimic as closely as possible to how you held him. Okay. So does he fall asleep out in the living room, or do you just lay him down when he's awake?
No, he wasn't sleeping when they got here. No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So did you put him in the pack and play before you went outside?
No, we went out. I was holding him, fed him in a bottle. We went outside because it was nice out.
And you put him in a
carrier.
Front carrier. Was he face facing you or face facing away?
He was facing this way.
Okay. Fine, awake.
Thanks
no
for the
problems.
jewels.
Okay. And then you came inside after about an hour, hour and a half?
Yeah, I'm thinking it wasn't an hour and a half. It might have been only an hour. Yeah.
But you want to put him down because you think it's time for him to take a nap, or you want to try?
Crabby.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I just put him in here, and then I turned the camera on, and yeah.
Okay, so, all right.
So I wrapped the blankets up.
So is the blanket already wrapped, or do you do that when you get in here?
I think it was already wrapped. Yeah, I think it was already, I already wrapped it. Then I put him in here, and then put the blue blanket on.
So when we were at the hotel, you were talking about like his face was to the side a little bit?
Yep.
Can you show me exactly how his head was? I know his body probably is
It's not good.
Right, this isn't it's completely anatomically correct, but if you could just show like how his face was. I realized that his body was flat, and it wouldn't turn out like that, but it was it to that side specifically? So to his
I think
right?
so, yeah.
Okay. Did he have a nook?
No nook.
Okay.
Just the receiving blanket and then his blanket.
So the receiving blanket was already folded up and laid down before you came in here. When would you have done that?
I think I did it. I laid him on the couch, then did that, and then brought him in here. And then because we haven't plastic, the window was really cold, so then I just put the blue blanket over him.
Okay. So you laid him on the couch first, and then brought him in here. Did you fold the receiving blanket out in the living room then?
No, I
bring
brought it in
everything?
here. Yeah, I brought it in here, and then I folded it.
And then you went back and got him and brought him. Okay. And then you just put the blanket over him, no tucking.
I don't think I tucked it.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, just kind of laid it over him. And he wasn't near a corner, he was in the middle.
Yep, he was in the middle.
And when you found him, exact same position, or was he different?
I think he was in the same position.
1,000.
Okay, I need you to really try hard to remember because this is important.
I know.
Could he have been in a different position? But was he still in the middle? Had he
Yeah, no, he was in the middle. I think he was in the same position.
Was his face still out to the side, or was it different?
That I don't remember.
I think you just left him alone too long. Was there a time when you were out of the apartment? You were always here, but you just never checked on him for approximately 3 hours.
Straight to jail.
And the reason for that again?
Because I had the video monitor.
Tyler, good looking.
Were you watching it the entire time, or?
No, but if like there's any noise, you can hear it.
So what do you think happened?
Probably or something. I don't know.
Marissa remains ice cold throughout the investigation, smiling, as if she knows she will eventually get away with this. Soon the detectives realize they're hitting their heads against the wall, so they take her down to the police station. But one question still hangs over the entire case. How did Benson die? That answer would eventually come from an autopsy. And once the results are in, detectives find themselves sitting across from Marissa once again, this time with evidence she can't explain away.
So, before we get into anything specific, is there anything that you, having had time to think about what happened, and I know it was all kinds of whirlwind the other night, having time to think about it, did you remember anything, have anything to change about what?
Not really.
Everything that we talked about was accurate. I know we went over it at the hotel and then we kind of went back to your
house. So you're saying in that packing plate, the littler one or the newer one?
The newer one, yeah.
Okay. And then check on them about 3 hours later. Okay. Well, as we discussed, I did go down for an autopsy yesterday. And I can say without a doubt that what you're telling me is not true. And that's why we're here to talk to you. So, Heather deserves to know the truth about what happened. And I want you to tell me the truth. It's important for you, it's important for Heather, and it's important for your future, quite frankly. Because it's a serious matter. About as serious as it gets. I'd like to give you an opportunity to explain yourself.
I promise I did not do anything to him.
And when did he hit his head?
He didn't hit him.
He hit his head.
I don't know how he would have hit him.
Uh-oh.
Who could have hit him?
Here goes the crack.
I don't know.
Could he have fallen? I'm asking you.
No, that was irrelevant.
And I want your truth. The truth.
Eventually, reality starts catching up to Marissa. She realizes the autopsy has given detectives answers they didn't have before, and that talking her way out of this is no longer an option. Bit by bit, she begins to open up.
I don't know. Maybe I put him down too hard. But I
Maybe
didn't
I put
kill
him
him.
down too hard. Oh my
As a mother,
God.
you're just cold-hearted. Yeah, evil. Evil is the word that I would say. If you're going to allow us to walk out of here without knowing what really happened.
I'm not. I
Look
could
to you
never.
to take care of him.
Yeah.
How disgusting is that? And you can't even sit here and tell me the truth about what you've done.
I am. I didn't beat him or
You're
anything.
ashamed of yourself, of course. But you know how you can make that right? Is by explaining it. Saying, I had a lapse in judgment. I lost my shit for a little bit, for a moment in time, and I made a mistake. That I can understand. But what I can't understand is you sitting here lying to me. Repeatedly.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You absolutely are. I saw from that from you facing in a pattern. Absolutely.
Did you go back and check on him after leaving the room?
And on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say you put him on his stomach?
Yeah.
When did you do that?
After?
You said you didn't go back inside. You just let him be.
Well, after I did that to him, then I put him on his belly.
Here comes the self-preserving Marissa again, and not the caring person.
Oh, I promise you.
Marissa finally starts revealing what happened. But by now, Detective Holtz can see right through her.
Tell me exactly what you did, and if it matches up with the injuries that I saw, then I know that we've got a caring person here who is sorry for what she did.
I am. I'm frustrated. Sorry.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm frustrated.
Marissa Teetsort was originally charged with intentional murder. To avoid a life sentence, her lawyer took a plea deal for reckless murder and abuse, arguing she deserved a lighter punishment because of her mental health problems and past trauma. However, the judge rejected calls for leniency and sentenced her to 43 years in prison, plus 23 years of supervision after her release. Our thoughts are with Heather and everyone who loved Benson. We can only hope they have found some measure of peace after such a heartbreaking loss.
That was a tough one, y'all. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you. That was a tough one. Y'all rocking with me so far? I see I see a whole bunch of people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe because we do this crime thing on a late night basis. Is y'all ready for another story? Oh yeah, I got one for you. Hold on now. It says, evil husband leads cops into his murder shed.
Oh, this is a murder scene. Decapitation. This is an ugly spot. Blake said her head is somewhere else in the tub. Okay.
Inside this quiet Texas property, deputies have just discovered the shed where 21-year-old Jared Dykus allegedly murdered his wife, while the suspected killer remains only yards away among his own family.
He called an ambulance on himself the other night.
Okay.
And said he was unproductive, but I don't believe that he was. I think something's wrong.
I didn't do it.
You can't even keep a straight face, buddy.
January 11th, 2023, officers in Waller County, Texas responded to an emergency at a family property. The first signs of trouble gave them little sense of how serious the call would become, and the people gathered outside offered no simple explanation. But once deputies reached the small cabin behind the main house, they realized this was no longer an ordinary welfare check.
She was just brutally decapitated. She's got wounds to her back. Her head's in the bathtub. I mean, it's a...
So redhead?
No, she's dark Hispanic.
No. The one you got detained, the redheaded boy?
Yeah. I got as far
Sergeant.
I got as far as the doorway. I didn't.
Yeah, don't go in. This is a murder scene. Decapitation. It's an ugly spot. Dion's got the suspect detained in his back seat. All right, thank you, sir. Goodbye. All right, so where's the body?
So,
in there?
Yeah, if you step up on the third ladder, up there, you can peek your head and you see. I mean, you're any further than that.
Up here?
Yeah.
Blake said her head is somewhere else in the tub. Okay.
Yeah, wait to see. I need to get here.
Okay. Stay right here, Earl. Nobody goes in there.
Inside the cabin, what deputies found made the young husband their immediate focus. The suspect was 21-year-old Jared James Dicus, and the victim was his 21-year-old wife, Angie Diaz. They had married only months earlier after meeting at her job, but before officers could understand what had happened between them, an earlier call from Jared would reveal that something had already seemed wrong.
Waller County 911.
Yes, this is Jared. I did a little bit of, I need help. I'm staying with 6 College Boulevard.
Okay, and what's the problem?
I just don't feel well.
Okay, and you said you took this?
No, ma'am, I'm completely sorry. I don't know why I called.
Okay, and are you there by yourself? Or just somebody with you?
Ma'am, my family's here with me.
Oh, your family's with you, okay. Okay, so you don't...
Everybody's here.
Okay, but do you need an ambulance or no? Are you good?
I need an ambulance.
I got you. Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
21, okay. Are there any gates or any animals on your property?
There's dogs.
Okay, can y'all put those up?
Yes, ma'am, they're in dogs.
Okay, I got you. Jared, I'm going to have the ambulance on the way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You bet, yes, sir. Bye-bye.
That earlier request for help offered no clear explanation, but it showed Jared had already been struggling to describe what was happening to him. The more he corrected himself, the less certain the situation appeared, even as his family remained nearby. And yet one call was not the end of it, as Jared soon contacted dispatch again with the same uncertainty.
Waller County 911, what's the emergency?
Yes, this is Jared.
Hi, Mr. Jared, how can I help you?
Yes, I'm at 206 College Boulevard.
Yes, sir, we have EMS en route to you. Are you okay? Did something change?
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm not okay.
Okay, what's going on?
I've just been today and I don't feel well. And I didn't do anything. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay, I have EMS en route to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
By the second call, Jared's repeated confusion was beginning to look less like a passing concern and more like a pattern. He still could not give dispatch a clear reason for feeling unwell, leaving responders with little they could act on. What happened after that call would matter later, because deputies were about to learn the earlier medical response had ended without a patient.
27.
527.
There's no patient confirmed use yesterday.
That's clear.
It's really muddy here.
At this point, the earlier calls had raised concern without revealing what was unfolding on the property. With no patient confirmed during the previous response, there had been no clear reason for deputies to look any deeper. That changed when the family became aware of a much more serious problem, leading to the 911 call that would bring police back to the home.
Waller County 911.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Rodney Dicus. I need an ambulance and police at 206 College Boulevard.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know everything, but my son's wife is... Please.
Okay.
Please, I'll stay on the phone with
Okay, are you on location right now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I am. Oh, my God.
Okay, where is he at?
He's in my house.
Okay, this is your house.
They have a building on my property.
Okay, and you said this is who to you now?
She's my daughter-in-law. She's my daughter-in-law.
Okay, it's a female?
Yes.
Okay. Where is she at in the house?
Laying on the floor.
With the new call, Jared was no longer simply a young man asking for medical help. His father's fear, combined with Jared's presence inside the main house, made him the person deputies needed to understand first. But before they could question him fully, officers had to separate everyone on the property and learn what the family had noticed in the days leading up to this.
Where was old redhead?
He was sitting down in the chair right here with his mom.
Did he say anything to you?
He didn't say. I understand this is difficult.
Sorry.
I understand this is difficult. Yeah, we're gonna need y'all to be separated right now. Okay, just until we get everything figured out.
You wanna ID him?
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Deputy Lewis. I think I've talked to you at the door here a while back about maybe some dogs or something. No, your son's truck. Remember I come knocking on your door one morning and said, hey, you know where that truck's at? Could I get your name, please, ma'am?
Lynn, Terry Lynn.
Is anybody else here other than you? And that's one of your sons
just
there.
Came. He was
right?
gone. He took this dog to the park.
Okay,
and I called him and told him.
That's your husband over there.
Yes.
Okay.
They just woke up from a nap. He told me it happened this morning.
Who told you?
Jared.
Damn, Jared.
Okay.
And he has been acting really strange lately.
Okay.
He called an ambulance on himself the other night.
Okay.
And said he was on, but I don't believe that he was. I think something's wrong.
Okay.
My involvement is when I walked up.
You know something
He was
wrong.
walking the red-headed guy.
Mhm.
He asked me. We met about where that tree is. He asked me to put him in his back seat. I walked him over there and did. He didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just identifying the folks that are here. I've been here. Have you ever been here before?
I was here 48 hours ago.
Okay. I've been here quite a few times.
Oh, and he called the ambulance on himself?
Yeah. And I need to go get with Daddy real quick. If you don't mind, I've asked them, they've been very cooperative, that they not go in the house while I'm over there talking to Daddy real quick. And
So no one go in this house or the one that...
Either nobody in this house, nobody.
I at least get my dog, put him on a leash and have him out here because they fight. They don't have a way to separate it now.
You just put him in there.
Yeah, I know, but I mean... He didn't think he wouldn't be able to go in the house. Yeah, honestly.
So you bring him out here, you're going to be able to tie him up where you're going to eat nobody?
Yes, sir. Of course. Yeah. Promise. He ain't gonna, I'll go in with him.
Okay.
10 guys with guns here. I'm not going to let my dog around.
Okay.
Thank you.
After hearing the family's scattered accounts, deputies were beginning to understand how deeply everyone on the property was connected. Jared's father was reportedly well known around the close-knit Waller County community, where neighbors had known Jared since childhood, and even the county judge had recently married the young couple.
Do you know these folks, Judge? Okay.
They knew him and they knew how he was.
After speaking with the family, deputies began to see that Jared's recent behavior had not started that day. The earlier ambulance calls, his mother's doubts about drugs, and the suggestion that he already knew what happened all added to their concern. But with several buildings and family members on the property, a misunderstanding over which home mattered was about to create a new problem.
Sergeant.
I know you didn't know what this defendant should.
Sir?
I know you didn't know what this defendant should.
Well, I hate it happened. They said that the deceased lady and old boy that's in the back seat of Dion's car got married last September, and all they know is her name is Angie, A-N-G-G-Y. But she works at Cheppy's, or worked at Cheppy's. So if she doesn't have any, I'm thinking, we ain't gone in there. Hopefully there's some ID in there, but they could ID her if there's nothing in there. And that's pretty much it. I didn't ask Mama or brother a whole lot.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, bye.
I forgot to tell you, Sergeant, when I was just getting Mama's information, and I said, "Oh,
I'm listening.
She said, he's been acting funny lately, and he told me it happened this morning."
Really?
Are you the homeowner? We'd like to ask for your consent to go into the house.
Into my house?
Yes.
No.
Okay, without, we're going to get a search warrant.
JR's right there. Okay. What do you need to go in my house for?
Isn't that where the body's at?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Back house. I've got 9 dogs in there.
I apologize. I was told.
No.
I apologize.
Well, you don't have to talk to me and start threatening me with a goddamn search warrant. That's not needed. It's not necessary.
Sir, I was asking for your consent.
And I told you no.
And I was going under the impression that the body was inside the house.
All right.
So
are we good?
You tell me. Are we good?
I am. I
okay,
apologize to you.
Can we get your consent to go into the house behind you?
Most definitely can.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's just you can't. I've already been told I can't go in my house, and you're going to go in my house. You're going to have to my goddamn dogs to get in the house. And it's not going to happen.
We're trying to figure out what's going on here.
All right, that's why I'm getting
That's
upset.
all we're doing.
If you want to go in that house, I'll let you in that house, but you've got to send somebody in there with me to secure my dogs. If y'all ain't my dogs.
We have no intention of getting your dogs.
That's why I'm getting upset.
So we have no intention of causing any more harm here tonight.
Okay,
No,
it's a misunderstanding.
You got something to hide, Bucko.
We're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on here. So that's all we're trying to do.
Jared. Randy Lewis, remember me?
Yes, sir.
You okay?
Yes, sir.
Jared, would you mind giving me the passcode to your phone? It's supposed to be a 6-digit code. sorry, I can't hear.
What they blank their code out for? Like we can get his phone.
Yes, I forget the rest.
So is it?
It's
Any more to it? Then that'll open it up. It's not set or nothing like that. Just okay. Thank you.
The access issue relating to Rodney's house was simply a misunderstanding, not a refusal to let deputies examine the cabin. Once officers understood which building belonged to the couple, the father's concern about his dogs no longer stood in the way of the investigation. With the scene secured and the family separated, attention could finally turn back to Jared, who was about to face direct questions about Angie.
Uh-oh, that's where it always all fall apart.
Hello, he's here. Okay, so it's my understanding you were just in the hospital, is that right?
Yes, and after that I started feeling weird.
What were you in the hospital for?
Stomach pain.
Okay, and do you know what hospital did you go to?
Memorial County.
Okay, so that is your mom and dad's house where you live, correct?
Okay.
And what's your wife's name? You know what his name? Okay. Do you want to tell me what happened?
I think it's important. Something's important. I was not doing that.
What was it telling you? If something came in there, what was it telling you?
Do you not know, or are you just refusing the answer? Okay. Are you not going to tell us what happened?
Look, I didn't do it.
You can't even keep a straight face, buddy.
She was just a piece of trash you threw out.
I know.
The more Jared avoided a direct answer, the more his apology worked against his denial. Investigators used an appeal to remorse tactic, urging Jared to take responsibility and show that he understood the gravity of what he had done. To the investigators, his reaction suggested he understood the seriousness of their questions, even if he would not yet accept responsibility. But officers kept pressing for an explanation, and Jared was about to describe a force outside himself while revealing what he had allegedly done.
What did it make you
on the screen? It was telling me.
What did it tell you to do?
It would like stop time. Like everyone do something and stop.
Okay.
And time would stop. And I was being forced. Like none of my free will.
Okay, forced to do what?
Forced to just walk. Forced to go.
Okay. What did it force you to do to her? What did it force you to do to your wife?
It forced me.
To what? Why? What did it tell you to do to her?
Right.
Did it tell you how to kill her? So how did you tell us how you?
I don't know because it wasn't Jared. It wasn't Jared.
Okay, so it wasn't Jared. It's somebody that was you think that caused you to do it. What did it cause you to do to her? I'm asking you.
That's what it did.
It made you cut her head off. And what did you use to do that with? Where did you get the knife from?
It was put in my hand by her.
By her?
Mm-hmm.
Did she say anything to you? Was she pleading? Did she tell you don't do this? Stop. What did she say?
She said stop. She told me to break.
Sure, it's always the outside entity.
So what happened next? Did you follow through with that? She's fully clothed. She's on the floor. So tell us what happened. Say after you did what else?
You were trying to her, or it was afterwards? Or other spots in her body, did you do that after you cut her off? Or before?
By this point, Jared's own statements had placed him at the center of the investigation, while the evidence inside the cabin gave deputies probable cause to move forward. With Jared taken into custody, he was booked into the local jail on a murder charge. In July 2024, he pleaded guilty to Angie's murder and was sentenced to 40 years in prison. He later died while incarcerated in January 2026.
Dang, that was a twist. He died? Damn, that was a twist. Man, y'all rocking with me. Hit that like button, man. It's over 2,500 people in here across all the channels, man. Hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe, because this is how we do it on the crime side of the game. Is y'all ready for another story, though? I got one. It's a funny one, too. It's a funny bunny one. It says, Rob. Gay husband thinks he got away with $381,000 inheritance murder. Let's go.
We called in because my other half haven't seen since late Thursday night.
This is Herbert Swilly. His husband Timothy Smith has been missing for over 24 hours. When deputies encountered Herbert, they began examining the scene, unaware that what seemed routine was about to escalate into an unsettling discovery.
Sheriff's office. He's on the floor. All he's got is his shirt on and his shoes. And this is...
When officers told Herbert his husband's body had been found inside the apartment, everyone at that scene broke down. Everyone except Herbert.
He's in there, he's not up there?
Yeah.
He's really...
Yes, ma'am. I don't see any keys. His truck's here. He's been here since Friday morning at some point.
On March 25, 2023, officers from the Marion County Sheriff's Office were called to conduct a welfare check on a man inside an apartment. According to the man's husband, 57-year-old Herbert Swilly, he had been missing since the day before, had not shown up for work, and no one knew his whereabouts. Upon arriving at the scene, the officer approached Herbert, who had been waiting on the property, unaware of the horrifying scene he was about to discover.
We called in because my other half haven't seen since late Thursday night when we went to bed. He didn't show up for work yesterday. They've called, they've texted. Everybody's called and texted. We don't actually live here. This is his secondary apartment that he uses for his massage studio and other stuff. But his Jeep's been here, the girl's now saying, for almost 2 to 3 days. It hasn't moved, and we can't get a hold of him. We've called, y'all did a wellness check yesterday. They couldn't go in because I don't have a key, so they told me to get a hold of the landlord. He actually has a key. Okay. But they told us not to go in since I'm not legally on the lease or anything.
Okay.
So.
Oh. What's his name?
Timothy Floyd Smith.
Where you live,
But it's not like him because normally he's the executive director at the Brookdale Shambrel Prank Castle, so he's very responsible about it. You know, that's his job. He does everything.
Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office.
While searching the apartment, the officer discovered the lifeless body of 59-year-old Timothy Smith lying on the bedroom floor. Timothy was a well-known figure in his community, as he served as the executive director of a senior living facility in Ocala, had led multiple community organizations, and was deeply involved in charity work. But at this moment, he was found deceased in his own apartment, bearing a dark mark on his neck and visible injuries across his body. The scene was disturbing on its own, yet as soon as the officer began informing Herbert of his findings, the case took a sudden and unexpected turn.
Cancel medics. Signal 7.
10-4, signal 7.
He's in there, he's not up there?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, they would have been here last night if I hadn't given out the wrong phone number. I didn't give them Jack's phone number for the landlord because I have it in as Jack in Ocala with an L. So I thought it was Jack for landlord, and it's Jack of AA that we saw at our retreat. And I gave him that number, and he called me this morning and said, Herbie, I'm not Jack's landlord, so why are you calling me? And I'm like, oh my God, I said, so I've been scrolling through it. It took me 45 minutes to find his number, and I had to find it via text. I've got to call Kevin.
When's the last time you saw him?
I went to bed on Thursday night, and I go to bed about 9:30. He finishes doing his medication. I would say about 11, I heard him get up, but that's not uncommon because he gets up and he'll go do Facebook posting for this stuff called Vibe, and he'll just relax and stuff. But I assumed he was still home, to be honest with you. I got up my regular time, 4:40. I went straight to the gym like I normally do, the Planet Fitness. I came home very quietly because if he's asleep, I try not to wake him because he doesn't have to be to work until 8 or 9. So I went in, took my shower. I left with my work trailer to go to work. I got back because I picked up all the materials, and before I went to the Villages, I figured I'd stop back by the house because I had forgotten to get a change of clothes. So I stopped back by the house real quick. I went in. The bed was unmade. He wasn't in the house.
You're saying stop by the house, not here.
No, my house.
Herbert didn't show a single emotion upon learning of Timothy's death. Instead, he remained composed, speaking about the situation as if it didn't involve his own husband. Timothy and Herbert had been together for about 8 years by that point, and had even gone through the journey of getting sober from alcohol during their relationship. Yet Herbert didn't appear shaken by what had happened to his husband, and as unsettling as it may seem, his demeanor didn't change as the investigation moved forward.
This is just his massage office, our playroom and stuff like that, because that's what this was set up for, so that way we could host parties occasionally, because we have a 20-year-old daughter and he didn't want to do it at home. And so when I went home, this was out of the garage on Thursday morning before 8. This was not there, so I don't know when he left. And he wasn't there. So I went on to work, and at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I got a phone call from Tammy Warner at Brookdale and said that they have not seen Tim or heard from him. They've been texting all day. So that's when I told her about the apartment.
What time was that?
That was around 4
p.m.
Yeah. So then I drove over here. I saw the Jeep here, so I knocked on the door and everything. And no answer, no nothing. I called the sheriff's department.
Damn, man, we can't even watch Trump. I mean, we can't even watch the damn crime without a little Trump rally over here. Cause we watching crime and tripping off that. How did I seen somebody say, how did this become political? Yeah, what is y'all doing over there? Jeez Louise. Can we watch the crime and trip off the crime? This ain't political time, cuz. I do the political stuff early in the game. I don't do that now. Cause y'all might not like the shit I gotta say early in the game. So just enjoying this crime. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just enjoy the crime.
And they told me not to go in since I'm not on the lease. So I went on and did that.
What, 4 o'clock, let me interrupt you. 4 o'clock yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
you haven't seen him since Thursday?
Well, since I went to bed, because once I go to sleep, I don't hear anything because I take a couple of sleeping pills and stuff. Because
so Thursday he was at the house at 26th Court.
Yep.
Thursday morning
he was not. Because when I went back there,
you mean Friday morning?
Well, yeah, Friday. Sorry, okay. Friday morning. Sorry, Friday morning. Yeah, getting confused because just kind of. Yeah.
The more Herbert talked, the more suspicious he seemed. At one point, he even claimed it would be difficult to discuss the situation with the detective. Yet throughout the entire investigation, no one saw any sign of that difficulty. And to
talk about how difficult it was. Hey, I see somebody said I want cat. My man looking for cat in the chat. Hook that man Mikey up. Mikey said he needs some cat. That's what he said. If y'all can see to it that Mikey gets some cat, please. Okay. All right, now let's keep going.
To the officer, this detail did not go unnoticed.
What up? They tell you single 7?
Always ran something.
Yeah, no, it's on the Kansas signal 7.
Are we thinking signal 30?
Signal 37 gone bad.
So signal 5?
I don't know. So they live over off Buffington. They rent this place as a massage party playroom. Him and his husband over here. Because they don't want their daughter seeing their activities. He's on the floor. All he's got is a shirt on and his shoes. And this is, I don't know if it's a burn or like some type of asphyxiation stuff or what. Yeah.
All right, so listen. Whoever's y'all said Trump enough. I do got mods that would love to get you up out of here. So say your little goofy stuff and go back and forth. We don't need paragraphs to Trump. No paragraphs or all of the goofiness. Just be goofy and do your arguing. But we don't need your paragraphs, okay?
His phone, can't find his phone. I don't see any keys. His truck's here. He's been here since Friday morning at some point.
Yeah, okay.
So the landlord came. Does he get one?
Landlord being the one that's renting this thing out?
Yeah.
Did he rent it to this guy?
Yeah. He rents it to them. The first time he met them was like a week ago because
He rents it to the husband and the
husband.
Are one of them in here, or is this some random dude?
So this is husband who rent this place. It sounds like it's primarily this guy apartment, even though he's saying they are legally married and all this. So it sounds like this is his spot that he goes to, and then he comes over with him. You know, type thing.
Is there third parties involved?
Yeah, so I called the wrong Jack. Jack's the landlord. So it's like, oh, can't get a hold of him. We need the key. Well, the Jack that he called him back this morning. Was like, hey, you know, I'm not your landlord. Why you calling me here? Then he realized he called the wrong Jack, so he called the right one today. He met us over here.
Hold on.
Because I know that what's the name
yesterday. Yeah, we got too many busters in the chat. And if you ain't never been in this channel before, we do something special. When there's busters in the chat, we do a roll call. So this is your chance to shout out the city and the state where you from. Come on, y'all, let's go. Come on now. Where y'all from? We need that roll call. 805 Cali up in here. Connecticut up in here. Louisville up in here. Sacramento up in here. We got London up in here. We got the 502. We got Hartford, Connecticut. We got Dallas, Texas. We got Seattle up in it. We got Knoxville, Bloomington, Minnesota, Ohio. We got Port City, North Carolina. We got Mill Springs. We got Sonoma, Georgia. We got the 502 in the house. We got South Africa in this thing. We got Syracuse, New York. We got Chicago. We got Baltimore. We got Newark. We got Norway. We got Liverpool, UK. We got Manchester. We got Atlanta. We got Cali. We got Brooklyn. Columbus, Georgia. Toledo, Ohio. Tennessee. Long Island. UK, England. Hawaii. Wilkesburg, North Carolina. Kalamazoo, Michigan. We got Seaford, Delaware, North Carolina, Oceanside, California, Pound, VA, Houston, Texas, Blue, Ohio, St. Mary's, Georgia, Sneeze Ferry, Canada up in here, Perrytown, Texas, Trinidad, 310 Los Angeles, you know, Endura, Arkansas, Queensbridge, New York is present, Las Vegas, Texas, Long Beach, Greenville, London, England, Hawaii, Honolulu, Australia in this thing. Ew. We got Chicago, Baltimore, South Africa, France, Do Your Dance, St. Clair County, Illinois, Atlanta, Harlem, New York, representing Florida, Central Ocala, hey, North Kentucky, 806, Lafayette, Georgia, Alabama, Monroe, Kentucky, hey, 318 Ratchet City in this thing, 870 Arkansas, St. Louis, Missouri, Fresno, California, Newark. Hey, we just too deep in here. Hey, we gonna let it run again because we too deep. We too deep. Oh my God. Austin, Texas. North Virginia, DMV. Hey, got Liberia in here. We got a poker in here, Tucson, Arizona, Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Some niggas say Antarctica. Antarctica in this joint. Hey! Phoenix. All from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Northside definitely in this thing, for sure. Hey! Priscilla, thanks for the jewels, babe. Butterfly Stay Super Chat, my boy up. Hey, thanks for the jewels. Oh yeah, we up here. Newport News, Virginia. Tennessee. Hey, 212. It's 212. It's 212. We got 212. Hey, got Eastwood. Los Santos. Hey! If you know, you know. Hey! Tasia, thanks for the jokes. Minneapolis, Minnesota, baby. We got Houston up in here. We got Justice for Nolan Wells, Free Carmelo. Oh yeah. Do we need to do that one more time? Do we need it one more time? If we need to do it one more time. 2, if we need to get back to the crime. 1, if we need to do it one more time. 2, if we need to get back to the crime. I just want to know. Do we need to do that one more time? Cecilia, thanks for the jewels, boo. L.A. Hopkins, thanks for the jewels, boo. Do we need that one more time? Do we need it one more time? Do we need it one more time? I know the twos don't understand it. Y'all don't understand that, do y'all? Y'all don't understand that, huh? Y'all want to get back to the crime, huh? Huh? Y'all want to get back to the crime? Okay, this is a crime show. Okay. A little bit of Keep It Peace spilled over a little bit. But see, that's because y'all was acting too stupid in the comment section. This is what we do when y'all act stupid in the comment section. Now act right. Just act right. That's all you got to do. That's all you do. That's all you got to do now. You just got to act right. We'll get you.
I couldn't get any information. We're in Unit C.
Inside the apartment, officers found no keys or personal belongings belonging to Timothy, items he surely would have had with him that night. The scene alone raised serious suspicions, but when officers followed up with Timothy's co-worker, who reported he hadn't shown up for work the day before, their suspicions only grew.
What's up, T? This is Sam. What was your name?
Tammy Wander.
How do you know?
Tim and I have been friends for we work together. We've just worked together in the medical field forever. We've been close friends with Tim for 10 years. or longer. Something.
Psych, I lied. I lied. I lied. I lied. Straight up. Yeah. Did my podcast. What? How you feel about that, buddy? Talking about get back to the crime. I did, nigga. I do what I want on this joke, dog. We do. What you talking about, dog? Yeah. What? We don't do that. Yeah, I need some Powerade after that joint. I'm telling you. Purple Kool-Aid Powerade too. Well, that got the blood moving. That's like church. It's like church up in here, boy. Hey. Hey, so y'all already know who want us to move on. Y'all know who wanted us to move on, right? Y'all know who wanted us to move on and who want us to stay, right? Because we don't mind breaking out for no reason. I don't mind breaking out for no reason. Yeah, we supposed to be watching crime. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Matter of fact, I don't even like this story no more. How about we move on to another one? How about that? Because I don't even like that one. Not no more. I'm cool. My mind's somewhere else now. You know what I'm talking about? It just flipped like that. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I can't even get into that no more. Y'all ruined it. Over there with the BS. You know what I'm saying? You ruined it with the BS, brother. Over there, all political. Trump, this Trump. Little dweebs. I thought the dweebs only showed up on the Keep It P podcast. I'm here trying to do some crime, and here y'all go. Jeez. Look. I know I'm sweating and shit. Cause I was working it out, cuz. What, you thought I was fake moving? No, Gemini activated. You already know. You know how we get. Foxy, you know how we get. Like, what you talking about? And somebody trying to tell me what to do to? Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Nah, we letting that happen, homeboy. All right, I got another one for us. This is gonna take us out though. This was a good one. This is a good one. Okay, guys. I didn't want to watch it at first, but the dude looked crazy. And say, I'm not talking. Then he talked for an hour.
This is Lunell Anderson. On October 11th, 2021, Cincinnati police arrested the 49-year-old on an aggravated murder warrant 3 days after Derek Smith was killed at Brandy's Lounge. That shooting happened in Cincinnati's Rose Lawn neighborhood.
Cincinnati.
Prosecutors said the two men were not believed to know each other. This interview matters because Anderson does something detectives barely need to encourage. He asks for a lawyer, rejects a formal interview, and then keeps talking. Over the next hour, his own monologue moves from distrust to anger and finally to revenge. Watch how Detective Marcus McNeil uses short prompts, ordinary conversation, and silence, while revealing very little of what investigators know.
I don't trust y'all.
Okay.
I just don't trust people. See?
Okay.
I don't trust white people, dog.
Can you have a seat over there?
I mean, I might just put the food. I don't trust white people, dog. I don't.
Okay, I'm not white.
She is behind you, though.
I'm giving you the warrant. She leaving.
All right.
Okay.
It's whatever. She coming with you. I mean, I better y'all just do that. You feel me? Blessings.
We're gonna wait for 1 minute on this, all right? Then you'll get it. Wait for the other detective to get here.
All right.
It's gonna be all right, man.
All right.
We gonna see where this is going right now.
So, Mr. Anderson, I'm Detective McNeil. This is my partner, Detective Fields, Cincinnati Police, and we would like to speak with you.
I don't want to speak to nobody but my lawyer right here.
Okay. All right.
So if y'all done, I'm just detained. I ain't under arrest. I like to leave. Y'all call my mom if any other thing.
Well, that's not going to happen. You're not going to go anywhere. Okay, you're going to stay with us. It's your right to do whatever it is you want to do up to that point. However, I think there is some things that may have happened that you and I should talk about. And again, I would like to do that if you give us the opportunity to.
No.
No? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to fill out some paperwork.
I'm not going to fill out nothing.
No, we're going to fill out some paperwork and we'll just take you over to the jail.
Okay.
All right. Just sit tight.
Now, what jail is this?
Justice Center.
Now, what am I under arrest for?
You're going to be charged with aggravated murder.
Aggravated?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, just call my lawyer when we get there, then my mom come pay my bond.
All right, well, we'll let you call.
All right.
All right.
All right, she'll meet me at Summer Behavioral Health Center.
Okay.
All right, peace.
Aggravated.
That could have ended the substantive conversation. Anderson says he wants a lawyer and does not want to speak with the detectives. McNeil does not debate the decision. He tells Anderson that he is not free to leave, that paperwork is being completed, and that he will be taken to jail on an aggravated murder charge. This documentary is not making a legal ruling about the exchange. The analytical point is simpler. Once the detective stops pushing, Anderson controls whether the silence remains empty. Within moments, he begins filling it himself.
I'm ready to go, right?
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, go ahead. You good. We got to fill out a form and then you'll be on your way.
All right. Y'all want my signature on something or something? Cause I'm not signing nothing, y'all.
No.
I'm not saying nothing. Just take me to jail.
We're going to do that.
Or wherever. To summit, to wherever. I'm not speaking no words. I have a lawyer and an attorney. Okay. My mom handles all my affairs. So wherever we going, we can just leave. Because I ain't gonna arrest. So you can't detain a black man. So if y'all have nothing to talk about, I'm a free black man.
Dude.
There's nothing to talk about. Y'all ain't saying what I was on the arrest for. Dude that did try to shoot me in the face. Did anybody saying about dude at Murray's? I kept going to Murray's last night. Now, it's funny. I kept going to Murray's on the west side, but some dude in Murray's, a white dude the other night, threatened to shoot me. Murray's like, well, you threatened to come up here with your mom. I'm like, bruh, but when I came up here was talking nice to my mom, you started talking crazy. But last night, at nighttime, he came like, hey man, look, bruh. I'm like, look, bruh, I told you I'm handling that with my lawyer. Then he tried to do some last night. So if y'all can't be hollering about me about Murray, Murray. He's like, oh man, well if the white guy ever comes up here, we'll just bring him out of here. I'm like, well, bruh. He's like, look, somebody keeps calling 911. He was like, oh, who? Bruh, I ain't had a phone almost 2 years. 2 years. I ain't gonna say. Y'all done? Are you saying something? Okay, so I'm a free man. What's going on?
Nothing, dog.
Yeah?
Well, you're not free to go.
Okay, I'm not free to go. So what's going on? What's the charge? What's the charge?
Murder.
Okay, so where we going?
You're going to jail once the paperwork is done.
Okay, come on.
Not yet.
Your ass going to jail.
I'm ready to go.
I know. We'll get you there.
Oh, shit.
We'll get you there.
Your ass going to jail.
Was it steer down the Eagles?
No.
Ain't none of you really me, bro. None. For real. I bite the hell with my teeth. I ain't ate down there 81 hours. Like starving out here. Might not look like it, but I'm starving out here. You feel me? So I ain't worried about on the street, none of that. Can y'all uncuff me before I can drink the water?
No, I'll keep some.
So you pour water in my mouth?
Yeah, I'm gonna assist you with it.
Alright.
I might not look like it, but I'm starving out here.
More.
Not really. These need my teeth fixed.
I might not look like that, but I'm starving.
Mm-mm.
81 hours. Oh my god.
Is the white chick come bring some food or what we doing? If you sitting right here just looking stupid.
We're just waiting on some paperwork to get finished. Can you
what paperwork?
Julie.
What paperwork?
Yeah, he
Hey,
that
it's some crap.
Fedamozo.
My wrist hurt, my dude scraped my chin on the ground, like dang. Crazy. Hey.
You said you ain't had nothing to eat in a couple hours? 81 hours? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's that speed.
Not so
buddy.
long ago.
Listen to the contradiction in the conversation, not as proof of the crime, but as an interview dynamic. Anderson repeats that he will not sign anything and has nothing to say. In the same stretch, he offers a story about a different confrontation, names places, describes people, and returns to what officers did during his arrest. McNeil does not need to challenge every claim. Each new subject keeps Anderson speaking, and each volunteered statement gives investigators another piece of recorded context.
So you're a Bengals fan?
What? That hard? What you mean? How my whole life?
What you think about yesterday?
The weirdest game I've ever seen. For real. Weirdest I've ever seen. That was live right there. Weird.
Well, before when I first came in the room, couple of things I wanted to talk to you about was what happened to you at Murray's, and then what happened later that night. Actually, what happened earlier that day to Murray's, and then what happened later that night.
Okay. Keep talking. I'm waiting. I'm listening.
But in order to continue that conversation,
Bro, listen.
we will have to go over.
I don't want to talk. Either I'm under arrest and walk out this door. If I'm not under arrest, I just leave. That's what I'm doing.
No, you can't do that, man. Have a seat.
Bro, uncuff me.
Have a seat, man.
Because I ain't under arrest, I can leave, bro. You can't detain a black man.
Just have a seat, man. Have a seat.
I ain't like no seat. I just stand right.
Detain the black man now.
Here, McNeil tries to bring the conversation back to two events. What happened earlier at Murray's, and what happened later that night. Anderson refuses again and tries to leave his seat. The detective does not force a detailed version. The talk shifts to Anderson's mother and phone number, then to ordinary background. That lower pressure space matters because the interview is no longer moving through a formal list of case questions. It is moving wherever Anderson takes it. The following segment is a paid promotion. After it, we will skip repetitive small talk and return at the question. That changes the direction of the interview. The omitted portion is mostly extended talk about family, treatment, work, sports, and people Anderson says he knows. McNeil rarely interrupts. Then, the detective picks up a statement Anderson has already made, and asks a narrow question about his hostility toward white people. Notice the sequence. The subject comes from Anderson. The detective asks him to explain it. That is very different from supplying a theory and asking the suspect to agree.
What's crazy here though, a white boy, like one day I was walking out of that window over there.
It's not like you got a problem with white people.
I do, I don't like them. But over there in Camp Washington, they're the most racist, they're kind of place. Like one day I was walking to Wendy's. You know, there's a bunch of prostitutes and junkies over there. So I'm like, I'm a courteous guy, like I hold doors up for women. So these two white girls, they walk in the store. Wendy's. So I'm opening the door for them. One of them say thank you. I was gonna say, like, don't say nothing. I say, well, dang, you at least could say thank you. So the next, like probably the next day, I'm on this side of Wendy's. I'm about to walk across the street. They waited at the other side of the light. So when the light changed, I'm thinking they about to cross the street. They stand right there, just like standing there. So I'm standing there, just waiting right there. So I'm walking. When I get back to the white boy, he say, hey, bro, you call my girl. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? So when he come up, I noticed he got a gun right here in this crouch. So I tackled him. Me and him fighting. White boy that I buy coffee from every morning, he went out the gas station to help me. I can't watch to help me. Now I could have killed that white boy because soon he said like something about I was like, bro, I don't even know this. I don't like white people. I don't. Now, my dad loved white people. I don't. My dad was from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Indian, pure.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody said, I like your content, but I ain't finna let you sit up here and watch this nigga for an hour. I don't think I'm gonna watch this nigga for an hour either. He's starting to fucking make me sick right now. Like, for real. I do got another story lined up, though. It says, streamer arrested after forgetting to feed her 2-year-old while running a 30-hour stream. That's some bullshit.
This horrendous of malnutrition.
This is a story that's been told before, but today we're bringing it back with moments no one has seen until now.
His eye was open at first, so I've seen him, and then when I seen his eye black, I scooped him up really fast, and I'm like, he's like dead. They said not to move him, and I was like, well, that's already too late.
A case this horrendous of malnutrition.
In this video, we'll show you unseen footage that reveals what really happened behind closed doors. But first, let's go back to the beginning. Officers responded to a disturbing call on March 16th, 2023, at the home of Jonathan Cheek and a female streamer, Sierra Zaytona. Inside, they found a 2-year-old boy lifeless in his crib, a scene marked by severe neglect. The condition of the child made it immediately clear he had been dead for some time.
Fire department, get down. Hey, come on. Yeah. Let's go. Bring the baby out here. Back up. Bring him out here. Bring it out here. Bring it out here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go. Get down here. Hey, firm. Jesus. Good God. She's been a Sarah, come out here.
Dispatch, you can close that one out. We're not going to be able to get to it.
David, dispatch, we're going to need a boss out here ASAP.
Cover.
Nope, those are alligators here.
Stay back.
They know what goes on over here. They know we're not okay. They've seen me.
What happened? Hey, stay right there. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit.
They've seen it all in this house.
Who?
John.
Who's John?
John's the dad.
Vince, let's go. Bring it up.
Last time you saw this child was yesterday.
He was really thin.
Make sure there's nobody in there. Get the dogs in there and then get her back out. What? And two? Can you find out where the kid was at and keep the dogs out of that area? She's in the fucking house screaming, dude. It's like a fucking hoarder house. There's 2 other kids in there. This kid's all fucking emaciated. Looks like it's been dead for weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Tiny little child. She's in there just fucking inconsolable. He's got her in the back of my car right now.
The female?
The female, yeah. She's got 2 other kids here. FD had them over here. But, dude, it's a fucking mess in there.
Where's 70 just starts out? Jonathan G. She's always can I just get the phone where it has the proof, please?
We'll grab it in a little bit, okay?
He's gonna
Okay, it's not like we don't believe you, okay? You just gotta give us some time, okay?
Nothing's gonna bring him back. It was already hard enough to want to live. They were my only motivation to get us out of here. And now
What do you
my
mean?
baby.
What do you mean? What do you mean there's nothing that's gonna bring him back? What do you mean by that?
My baby. I tried. I was breathing. I was breathing. His arm is black. What is that? Why is it like that? Why is it like that?
Can I just have you put your hands behind your back, okay? Interlace your fingers. Yep. Anything in your pockets that you know about? Nothing that's gonna cut us, poke us? Okay. No drugs or anything in your pockets? You should know. I got it. Prison. I'll give it to her. So this way. So the white jumpsuit? Okay, can I take off your hoodie, please? Set it down right here. Okay. Take off your shoes. Need you to take off your belt as well.
While Jonathan kept a straight face, no emotions, no remorse, it's quite the opposite for the mother who wouldn't stop crying in the police lobby.
Let's not do that, okay?
As officers processed the home, the parents gave conflicting accounts. The mother was emotional and deflective. The father remained calm, detached, and inconsistent. The truth was later confirmed by medical examiners. The child had died from starvation. Despite a home filled with food, the child had been deliberately neglected. Pathetic. Hours after that arrest, inside a quiet room, detectives sat down with both parents separately. What they said, how they said it, and what investigators uncovered in those moments.
Quite a bit of experience in investigations. More importantly, about all kinds of different types of investigations, but I would have to rank this as probably one of the worst cases of malnutrition I've ever seen in my entire life.
The following footage has never been seen before.
First and foremost, I just wanted to tell you how incredibly sorry I am for your loss, okay? I wanted to introduce myself. I talked to you at the scene briefly. My name is Detective Hill, and this is my partner, Detective Smith, okay? And who your child was, okay? Before we do that, we want to read your Miranda rights, okay? Before you ask any questions, it's my duty to advise you of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law, okay? Do you fully understand the rights that have been read to you?
Yeah.
Okay, did you want to talk to us?
Yeah.
The interview begins with empathy. Detectives keep their tone calm, measured, giving her space to talk. She does.
Okay, when's the last time John had a full-time job?
Oh my god. Practically never.
Never?
Like,
well, let's go
he's
back.
never even held a job over a month.
Okay, and why is that?
He don't want to. He's admitted that he just don't want to.
Okay, who pays the bills over there?
His parents did, and then now because I'm trying to leave him, he made his parents stop. They don't help him, and on top of it, he don't do it. And now I'm put in a position ever since I started doing the streaming, trying to leave him, he's made everything 10 times harder.
What do you mean by streaming?
Streaming is the only kind of work that I can do. Like where you just sit there on a camera, you talk to people, you play games. I've ran 30-hour streams, 12-hour streams, 16-hour streams, just running myself dry, sitting there chilling with 300, 500, 600 people on camera, getting them to send me gifts and everything else, because those gifts can be converted into money so we can get out of here. And that like was the only way I could think to have some sort of suitable income for now to get us out of here. That way I also don't f my SSI. That way when we did get out of there, I'd have like some kind of income to keep us monthly going.
Sure.
But now it's like everything's ruined, and the dream I had for our family is gone.
Is any of that, you said that streaming stuff, does any of that involve any kind of pornographic
No,
stuff?
no.
It's
I regretted not. I wished I did, because I was like, damn, maybe I would make more money and move off faster.
So how much money would you bring in a month in regards to streaming?
In a month. Well, between also people sending me money off the line, which was Matt, he's very helpful. He said $2 grand just at one time just to keep the house from falling under, so I would have a little bit longer to get out of there.
Right,
like,
so
I would say, I know we at least made more than $5 grand. We had to at least make $5 grand more than that.
I did a 9-hour stream.
No, since we started, yeah.
Since we started, or you started?
Yeah, well, me and the kid, I say we because it's our goal. It was our goal.
At first, her answers come easily. She explains their lifestyle, their routine, how things worked inside the home. But even early on, something feels off. She describes long hours spent streaming online, saying it helps support the household. But when detectives ask about childcare, the answers start to shift.
So who cares for the kids all day?
Well,
are they in school?
No. Thing one won't get his shit together. He won't get together. He won't make the calls. Well, he did now, only because during me deciding to step up against both of them and out them, one of the times he tried to use his control pawn, I'm going to come get him. And I'm going to take him with me. And I flipped out. I pulled up on him and I exposed him in front of his girlfriend.
Okay, I'm talking about John right now. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
well,
I know
that was about the school part.
That's okay. Custody.
Okay.
Yes.
I've literally been in his life since day one.
I know, but you babysit him every day? You babysit him every weekend?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Okay.
There's been times that he's been over by him for 2 weeks, or been by him for like a month, and then he'll be by me, and it's just back and forth. Also, depending on like our living situations have been rough. Like right now, I'm pretty sure he's in a hotel or just now getting his apartment with a girl, so it's like back forth.
In the last 2 years, how often would you care here? Does he
2 years.
Drop him off while he's working to you?
That's it. Like now that he's working, he's only been working his past 2 months. Before that, he had no job. And he'd be in and out of jobs just like John. He's not much better, but he is better.
Okay, let's circle back to John. Kind of what I'm alluding to in school, because his dad won't do anything.
His dad's crap.
And you haven't participated in enrolling him in school or anything.
I'm not able to. From what I'm told, like I have no legal guardianship.
Okay, because he is in custody.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't understand. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So forgive me if I'm not trying to insult you by any shape or form. So now in your care all the time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you're home all day?
Yes.
And is John home all day with you?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I asked if somebody grabbed those phones, because if you guys look in those phones, there's pictures from Halloween. There's pictures. They're all healthy. They're all good. Like everyone. Like once I started work and everything with him, all he does is play video games. He doesn't want to clean. He doesn't want it. I get the food. You just gotta get the food. The food I pulled out yesterday, the chicken that was gone, ended up right back in the fridge. Like, I'm just trying to work to get us out, and, like, I've always done everything. The cooking, the cleaning, bending over backwards in my house, this, that. I'd show up, and my son's got ash on him, and watching Five Nights at Freddy's, all this other shit. And
I'm talking about
for both of them. So I hit that point of, like, I'm gonna work and get us out of here. You can do something.
Sure.
So I'm like, it's set up, it's done. Okay, did everybody eat today? Good. Boom, boom, done. Well, first time I seen him, looking skinny and I broke down and started crying.
When was that?
That was a week and a half ago. Right before his birthday, beginning of the month.
So
I started talking about his birthday and everything else, and I was like, okay, why is he like losing weight? I was like, are you feeding him? He's like, yes. Like, okay. And then when he was like looking scrawny, I was like, you're not feeding him. There's no way that you are. And we got a humongous fight, and he went over to his mom's, and then he had texted me about, I admitted to my mom about what.
And what is it that he said he admitted?
Not feeding him and stuff like that. Those times he was like, because during like the beginning when I was like, we're leaving, he was aggressive. There was the bathroom door got broke more than once. He even took the kids' door off their door to give it to the bathroom because he broke that too. Like he breaks everything. Like he fight against him. You argue. You disagree against him.
There's no clear structure, no consistent responsibility. Even though she claimed there was, care seems to move back and forth without anyone fully accountable, even when they saw signs that shouldn't be there.
Okay, so circling back, and you said that it's your statement that he was showing signs of being skinny around his birthday, which was about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was his birthday was on the 8th of March.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and explain to me what.
Because he was damn near 40 pounds around Halloween.
Okay.
That's why I was like, hold the f up. Like,
right.
I know I'd been in the room constantly running those hours, but at the same time, like with the fights going down.
When you're in that room, how long are you in the room for? Like how many hours?
30 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. Like I don't stop the stream really.
So what you're saying is that how often do those streams go on for? Like
I stream every day.
So you're saying you stream on what platform are we talking about? Meet Me.
I was just about to merge over to Twitch and start doing that too because I was freaking out like we're not
Explain
getting enough
what
money.
Meet Me is. So you're saying that you're in that room for 30 hours at a time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're saying do you use the bathroom at all? You come out of there?
I do.
Okay. When you're done streaming, do you have any interaction with your family with?
It's not been healthy for a long time. A lot of the times there would be a lot of fighting or everything else, and he'd be like, go. I don't want to see you. Get the fuck out out of here, you guys leave now. I'm like, how are we gonna leave now? Like, after I was like, we're leaving, we're done, everything else like that, it started blowing up into fights like that, and him pushing me, get out my face, this, that, and running into the bathroom, slamming the door, this and that.
Okay.
And like, he would not, up until the minute he was like, I admitted what I did, he was like, very, I don't know, his breakdowns kind of like stopped after that.
Saying what you admitted. What is it that you're alluding to? What are you trying to tell me?
Well, like, it's what he said to me and what he said to his mom.
Okay.
Like him not feeding him when he was telling me that he is and this and that.
And
All this shit he was lying. I was like,
when did you find out that he wasn't feeding him? Back in March?
That was a confirmation. I already kind of like had a suspicion, but he's sitting here like, no, he got a metabolism like mine. He just eating. I'm like, no.
They said your baby was emaciated, girl. You was sitting up in there with the dead baby corpse in the damn crib. You know what it looked like. She real sick trying to explain this. This is probably like the sickest one tonight to me.
So there's no way, because when I'm taking care of everything, he's just fine.
And you say we're taking care of everything. What does that mean?
Taking care of everything. Running myself thin, taking care of John's the house, food for both of them, doing everything for not just both the kids, both the men.
Okay.
They're fucking children too.
She admits she noticed changes in the child: weight loss, weakness, decline, signs that would be hard to miss. But despite seeing it, she didn't act in time. Then comes the moment that changes everything.
Was showing signs of John telling you that he was intentionally not feeding him. What did you do then?
I started taking over and like feeding him and everything else, and send food out. Like, okay, this is out. Feed him the PBJ. I said, okay. When I asked him, okay, did you finish feeding him? Because when I started feeding him, I noticed, okay, like he can't hold that much. So like half of his PBJ, I put back in front of the microwave. I went back to work. End of the night, the PBJ is gone. So I asked him, did you give him the rest? Yeah. And I'm sitting there like,
don't make me think.
Jesus.
It's only sped up.
That's why I did what I did.
Child death investigations.
Legit, tell him like this and this needs done, and it's my fault for you to leave it on him either.
What did you do then?
I started taking over and like feeding him and everything else, and send food out. Like, okay, this is out. Feed him the PBJ. I said, okay. When I asked him, okay, did you finish feeding him? Because when I started feeding him, I noticed, okay, like he can't hold that much. So like half of his PBJ, I put back in front of the microwave. I went back to work. End of the night, the PBJ is gone. So I asked him, did you give him the rest? Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, okay.
Did you to see how he was responding to the food that you were giving him?
He, like when I was feeding. No.
And how were you mixing the cereal for him? You said you were putting it in a bottle? Was
yeah,
he
putting it
drinking
in a bottle.
Or was he eating it?
I was putting it in the bottle.
Okay, and he would drink that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when he was drinking that,
he was throwing up. I did notice that, like he was throwing up. That's one of the reasons I told him, make sure like you take it a certain amount of time, and that's why I was in and out and everything else there. I've checked on him sporadically in between. That's why I said like when he left today and I went in there.
She claims that Jonathan Cheek admitted to intentionally not feeding the child. That statement shifts the case from neglect towards something far more serious.
Uh-oh, I can tell y'all what it is right now. She got a black baby daddy, and cuz told her she need to get rid of that baby. And yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Anybody else want to take some bets? Right away, I'm just saying. I ain't seen this one before. I seen somebody said they seen this before. We know she lying, but she's mixed. She got a black baby daddy. The baby's black, half mixed, whatever. Cause like I don't want nothing to do with that baby. You gotta get rid of him, and she is complicit on letting the baby wither away. Telling y'all.
Yes. Okay. When you got off the that streaming platform, how many times throughout the day? You took breaks, used the restroom, got something to drink. Did you ever check in on him?
Barely. Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
How many times did you give him a shower from his birthday until today?
It's been like 5 days. It's been 5 days. Yeah, it's been 5 days or more.
So you haven't showered him in 5 days?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Ew.
I legit tell him like this and this needs done, and it's my fault for you to leave it on him either.
What prompted you to call 911 today? What happened today?
I seen him looking dead.
Okay. And I
wanted to save him. I wanted him to come home. I wanted him back. I couldn't believe that I had been trying so hard and I had not paid attention that I'd let that happen. That's what.
How did you find him like that? Where was he at?
In his bed, like legit laying like this. And his eye was open at first, so I seen him, and then when I see his eye black, I scooped him up really fast, and I'm like, he's like dead. They said not to move him, and I was like, well, that's already too late.
Okay. Which bed was he in? Because there was no bed in the room that he was staying in.
There's no bed.
Is there a bed in that
There was a
room?
bed.
You said the center room. Can you just, is it a crib or is it a bed?
Yeah, it's a crib.
Okay. Can you?
There's no sheet on it like there should have been, and it's 100% like this. It's gross. It's got food and stuff on it.
When 2 days ago when you checked on him, and he was sleeping shirtless without pants and just in his underwear, how did he look?
He still looked bad, but not like that.
It looked bad, but not like that. Can you define what bad means?
Where I can see your bones at all.
Okay, so you're saying that you can see his bones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you phone 911 at that time to get him help?
I checked to see if he was breathing. I checked to see if he was alive. And then after that.
Was he breathing alive at that time? So 2 days ago when you checked out, he wasn't?
Oh, no. I thought you meant today. If you guys call. Oh, no. I told you why I didn't call 911 sooner.
Okay. All right.
I was also scared if I was ever put in a position to fight for them on my own, that I wouldn't be able to do it. The house was in his name.
Detectives bring the focus to the final hours. However, within seconds, tone shifts. Detectives move away from empathy and begin confronting the reality.
As I stated before, I'm a detective, and my partner, Detective Smith, we work within our criminal investigation division here at the Clinton Township Police Department. And we both have quite a bit of experience in investigations. But more importantly, we work in what's called CPU. It's kind of our child protection unit, so to speak, right? We deal a lot of cases involving child abuse, child neglect, child sexual assault, and then, unfortunately, child death investigations, okay? And one of the things that we've learned over the years is that we've learned about all kinds of different types of investigations, but more specifically in relation to this, I don't think we've ever seen a case this horrendous of malnutrition. And I'm going to explain this to you why, okay? Science doesn't lie, okay? We have a whole team of people we work with. We work with other detectives within our unit. We have supervisors, we have crime scene technicians, we have medical examiners that come out to the scenes. We have all kinds of different people that we work with. It's unequivocally, without a doubt, that extended period of time. I would have to rank this as probably one of the worst cases of malnutrition I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been a police officer for 21 years. Detective Smith's been in law enforcement for... There is no greater gift than a mother giving birth to a child, okay? You carried that little boy in your womb for 9 months, okay? There is no greater gift than that, okay? And you had a tough pregnancy, right? You admittedly, and you're honest that you smoked marijuana because you're in a lot of pain, okay?
I was scared of losing him then.
You're scared of losing him, right? But he was born, right? And it's a mother's instinct. It's a mother's instinct to take care of their children, okay? And what I find incredibly hard to believe and hard to fathom, is that on his birthday, this little boy looked like that, and you never got him help because you were selfish and you were afraid he was going to be taken away from you. And now, he's not with us anymore, right? But I want to know, because that he didn't show those signs at his birthday, they were before that. And you knew they were before that.
I was way absent. I know I shouldn't have been.
Is it your truthful and accurate statement that you found him, as hard as this might be to be forthcoming about, that you found him today deceased?
Yes.
So if we were to have medical...
So if you're telling me the fact that he didn't die today...
We're going to find out.
I know this, but I want to find out too. Like I said, I haven't been as attentive and active as I should have been as of recently these past few months.
Responsibility is placed directly on her. No more shared blame. No more distance. At this point, there's little left to explain.
Responsibility.
Well, it's a certain bond that you have with your children when you carry them, right? And especially when you know that your child is ribbed, is skin and bones, isn't eating, is vomiting. You said 5 days ago he was all crusty because he puked all over himself. Yeah. I just want to understand.
I broke in the fear of losing him in any way is too much. And I ended up making the wrong decision and completely lost him.
And thank you for sharing that.
Like, I just want, all I ever wanted was my babies and me to be together and to be happy. So I fought those 2 years. That's why I did what I did. That's why I was terrified to lose him. I really didn't think that his dad would be capable of just not, and that he would lie.
Well,
I don't.
Sierra, this unfortunately is
I know it's real
of two parents, not just him.
Responsibility to parents. I've been the only one since day one, and he couldn't do a single dime.
Well,
Jimmy said that.
Like, I did my best. Like, I failed though.
Okay.
I could have done better. I should have called him help.
I appreciate that. Thank you for.
I don't care if we appreciate it. It doesn't bring him back. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't take back anything. It doesn't fix the decision. It doesn't tell me where I should have made a better decision, not just then, but way before then, because all my mind can think of is where down the timeline could I have made a decision where this would have never even became a thing. I questioned myself, should I have even started fighting to leave him? If I would have just stayed with him, stayed obedient, this wouldn't have happened.
Well,
if I would have just kept cleaning the house, kept taking care of everybody.
That house, you called 911 today. You had access to 3 phones. You spent 30 hours a day, talking to people on the interweb and doing all that stuff. You had every opportunity to call 911 to get medics there. You saw in a matter of in a lickety split second. You had FD. You had 4 police cars there that were trying to save a kid that was already deceased. That's the problem.
I get that, and you're only looking at the end of the day. You're looking at him.
Stand up for me.
Stand up for me. Saying,
turn off, put your hands behind your back.
All right.
You're under arrest for child abuse in the 1st degree.
You're done. I like that. Get him stand up.
The timeline is clear. The warning signs were there, yet they decided not to act. It's quite unfortunate. And now the interview shifts to the child's father, Jonathan Cheek.
John, we're just here to talk to you, see what's going on. I fully understand. I'm willing to waive my rights. Take a look at that if you'd like. And how many kids do you have? I have 2, and then we babysit for oldest. Okay, I guess the oldest kid, how old would that be? 6. Okay, and the name of that?
He got dropped off this morning around 8:15. Wake me up before my alarms go off, so I thought it made me sleep in past my alarms.
Okay.
But he came in, I said, "Hi, how's it going, bud?" He took off his coat, shoes, and went right back to bed.
Okay, and where does he sleep?
Get him food, make sure that he's alright.
Okay, and
when I got up this morning, make sure I gave him a bottle. He was fine then.
Okay.
Then I checked him again at noon. He was sound asleep. And then I get a call around 3 o'clock that she's in a hyperventilative state. That I said, okay, I'm not even going to bring your car home. I'm going to send my mom drive me.
Okay.
Have my dad work on your brakes. And
all right.
So I have no clue, but...
Now, kind of walk me through a typical day that you gave him a bottle. Is that like a sippy cup? Or
no, it's more like his bottles, like, he likes to drink so much that I have a water bottle from military school.
See, when they start giving all of them extra details.
Okay, and what do you fill it with?
So mashed potatoes, he's got his own little oatmeal, dried milk, mix that all together with some water.
Okay.
Give it to him.
And does he like it?
He downs it.
Okay. And then does he ever ask for more?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And do you make him another bottle?
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
No, I shortened the bottle amount that I could try to give him some solid food that we continue to work on at motor schools.
I gotcha. Would he prefer to drink? Would he prefer to eat out of a cup rather than do like solid foods? Okay. And then, did he ask for seconds today, or did he want another bottle or something else to eat? He just had that one.
He just had that one, and then just went right to sleep.
Okay. And is that? Would you say that's a typical morning for him? Okay. And do you know like what he ate like the day before?
Last night he had 2 bottles, so I put saltines crackers in there for him. He ate those just last night because they were empty this morning, so I refilled those because he likes crackers. If I had Ritz, I'd be using Ritz, but...
So for like a solid food?
Solid food, and then we go for vegetables, mashed potatoes, green beans, normals.
And then...
mac and cheese.
So you said yesterday he had 2 bottles?
After I got home from doing all my running for work, working on jobs and everything.
Okay.
Detectives eventually shift their questions toward care and routine, medical visits, feeding, and daily life.
And then did he get a pediatrician visit this year?
No, I forgot.
Okay.
We have a schedule for next month, actually.
Where was last year's at? Where'd you guys go?
It was at like 26 in Gratiot. It's our doctor. I don't know the name of it.
26 in Gratiot? Do you know the name of the hospital or the doctor's office?
No, not off the top of my head.
Did you go with her? Or
no.
In terms of his communication skills, how verbal is he?
Not that verbal.
Okay. Like if he were to tell you he was hungry, how would he communicate that?
He would scream, and then if you mainly it's all about his emotional. He just shows facial features on what he wants.
Just last time you stood and screamed like that?
Last night.
Yeah, last night?
Till I woke up before him this morning.
What time last night did you do that?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock at night.
And then what?
That's not normal for him, but I made sure. I'm like, okay, well, what do you want? Checked on him. He's like, okay, you need to change your diaper.
He is lying.
So last night at 10 you went in there?
Gave him one last bottle tonight. After he drank that, he went to sleep. And I went to Frantic Prep to remake the one for the morning.
Since he seems to know a lot about the kids, the officers become curious about what exactly Zaytona does in the house.
So now you kind of put your hand up like, yeah, that's me. I'm the guy doing it all.
She's at home. She works at home.
What'd she do?
She live streams. They make a few grand, quite a few grand actually. I'll tell you.
Really? Have you guys been able to stay in your place because of the money she's making? You're not.
Yeah, that's how we were able to save the eviction.
And like by eviction, did they actually serve you with a?
I had court and everything, yes sir.
Really?
I even showed up for court. We paid it the day before court. Showed up, and I still.
How much did you owe?
$2 grand for 2 months.
And you guys covered it?
The whole thing, yes sir.
Okay. And you're saying this is because she's streaming?
No, that was because I wasn't working.
Now how much time does it take for her to do that or to make money?
Depends on how long she wants to go, really.
Okay.
Some days she starts to do 16, 18 hours.
Okay. And then that's, I guess my thing is, your time is your money, so is it worth the time she puts in, I guess is what I'm trying to gather.
Well, with live streaming it all for her, it based on how many people comes in, how many people gets her, everything else, that way she can cash all that out. But then there's this one guy that we both know who's directly PayPal her money to help her out too. That's how she was able to get her car, her phone, and she just received $2,000 a day.
He claims he handled most responsibilities, while Zaytona focused on streaming. Detectives then decided to focus on the final moments, and he admitted to many things that just doesn't seem right.
Okay. And what was it about yesterday that you said something is not right?
Just because he only had that one bottle all day. I put food in there for him, but it didn't get, like I said, it didn't disappear till that night.
Okay.
So I was like, okay.
What other food did you put in there besides, you said just a bottle with
I put
other food?
saltine crackers in there, our last can of green beans. I made some pizzas, cut some up for him, put them in there for him. Noticed a few pieces on the floor.
Lying.
That's about it. And I would go back
They
and see
acting
if
like
he
they
didn't eat him,
forgot what
touch
your
him,
baby looked
sit
like.
him up, drink him, eat a little bit, but he just wouldn't.
Did you think at some point of taking him to the pediatrician and getting him checked out, or like a dietitian, or getting some help with basically putting weight back on?
I was hoping to do that today.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to get the brakes done. I didn't want to put the kids in a car that I don't even trust driving myself.
So you said that you were concerned and that today you were going to call, but you wanted to get the brakes done first. Who were you going to call?
I was just going to take him straight to Henry Ford. That was the fastest response I've ever got.
The hospital?
Yeah.
Was there any thought to calling 911?
She didn't want, not until she called me. Like I said, because we don't got insurance for the kids yet. Didn't me lose my job, I was on the company.
Insurance is one thing, but I mean, if your kid needs treatment, you know whether you have insurance or not, your kid's going to get treated, you know that, right?
Yep. It's just my way of thinking. Get out of the way. Then I know that.
So, at some point today, you think you would have taken your kid to the hospital? Because it's
the minute I got done with the car. Even if we wouldn't be able to finish it. If I wouldn't be able to finish it, I would have my mom take her or something.
He admits the child wasn't eating. According to himself, he knew something was wrong, but he didn't act. A decision that carries serious weight. Now, detectives push harder.
And again, you know your son better than I do. I think just looking at him, I feel like he probably
can't agree.
had some problem with
Yeah,
either
right.
keeping food down or eating. That's just not a doctor, right? That's just me taking a look and saying, I don't think this kid had enough to eat.
Right.
Now, whether that's keeping it down or being fed.
He's not the type of kid who would throw up either. I know it's the last time I've ever had a clean up throw up when he was an infant.
Okay. I mean, do you think that you're, I don't want to call you, I don't want to say you're lying to me, okay? But part of me feels like I'm not getting the whole truth out of you. And that's with regards to the eating, okay? But again, you're saying he's not spitting up. And you're saying you're changing his diaper 2 or 3 times a day, right? But if he's eating that volume of food, that food's got to come out one way or another, right? Because his body, the way it looks, it's not absorbing any of that food, right? So it's either going to be in that diaper, or he's going to throw it up.
But most of the times are more full of pea lately than they've been of solids.
But he's not getting that food, is what I'm saying. So he's either not being fed properly, okay, or he's got some medical problems that
He's get checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been checked out.
But again, you know your son better than I do, right?
Yeah. I should have just took him when I first noticed the weight loss.
And that was last week, you said? But I mean, if I looked at him today, I think it's going to be earlier than a week. Okay, if we're being honest with ourselves.
I know it was only last week.
No, I understand that, but I mean, even a week from now, I can't imagine him much larger than what he is, than he was today. I don't understand how just a week ago he could have been perfectly fine, and then today he wasn't.
Last week I noticed a slight decrease in weight and how his skin looked.
How did his skin look?
Almost a little thinner than me.
Did you talk to Sierra about it? What did she say?
Basically, she goes, "Oh, you're the one taking care of him, so why don't you do something about it?" But I remember being gone that day.
Where'd you go?
I went out to the junkyard. I had to go get some seats and stuff for a car.
Okay. Did Sierra ever think to call 911 at all if she was ever worried about him?
Nothing.
I mean, I'm just saying, did she ever make a comment like, if you want to call, like, I'm going to call, like, 911, or I'm going to take him to the hospital, or I'm going to take him to the doctor?
No.
She never made a comment like that? And you're saying just a week ago that you noticed that. I'm having a hard time accepting that is really the truth. And like I said, I think you're holding something back. Okay, and I don't know what you're struggling on, but we're here to find out what happens.
The tone is no longer neutral. It's direct. They confront him with the condition of the child. There's no room left for vague answers.
And they knew
So when you heard these odd sounds from your son, right? So he's making these odd sounds when you tap on him, touch him, whatever it is, which is not normal.
The dry scream
Odd
was not.
sound.
He always just normally just makes a little or just normal baby noise.
And you're concerned, obviously, right?
I was concerned with the dryness because there's no way in hell you should be dry making that kind of noise if you're drinking bottles. Because that's like someone being dehydrated,
right? Or malnutrition.
Right. That's why I was gonna take him today.
Okay. You understand malnutrition is correct. Okay. So, like you said earlier, we've seen your son, right? Just like you did today. Just like he probably looked the same last night as he did pretty much today. Okay. And that child, to me, looks like he hasn't ate probably a good week, more.
That's impossible.
No. So with obviously, the doctors are gonna look at him. They're gonna do an autopsy, right?
You want to know, though, what happened to him, right?
Right. Because they're going to do that, right? Because that's what you want to know what happened, right?
All I know is that I was called by Sarah, tell me I needed to come home, and they didn't tell me nothing.
Well, I'm telling you right now that I looked at your son today, and it looks like he hasn't eaten in a very long time. And I'm asking a simple question, okay? Was he hard to feed?
No.
Sometimes he became picky on the face. Did you have food to feed him?
Yeah.
And did you feed him?
Like I said, the only thing he wanted was that bottle.
Okay, and what was in the bottle?
The mashed potatoes, is dry milk, and this infant oatmeal.
Okay. But looking at your son, it's not possible that he was fed that much food in the past couple of weeks. Probably, maybe not even for the past couple of months. That's what I'm trying to get from you, is just to try to get what's really going on with
And all I know is what I've been able to do for him. I don't know what she's done or not.
John, let's be honest, okay? We're talking man to man here, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Like he just said, you've got 50-some years of experience right here sitting in law enforcement and doing an investigation, okay? And I can tell you now that him and I, looking at your son today, have never seen a child that malnutrition.
Come on, man.
You understand what I'm saying? So now let's you know what you're trying to do, okay? Be honest with me, okay? When is the last time?
Hold on. What's hold on now. Don't at the end. Hold on.
When is the last time?
When is the last time? Hold on, I might have to do a little refresher dasher. Hold on, I got y'all. We just do a little refresher dasher. And bring it on back.
That's what I'm trying to get from you, is just to try to get what's really going on with
And all I know is what I've been able to do for him. I don't know what she's done or not.
Let's be honest, okay? We're talking man to man here, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Like you just said, you've got 50-some years of experience right here sitting in law enforcement and doing an investigation, okay?
Right.
And I can tell you now that him and I, looking at your son today, have never seen a child that malnutrition. You understand what I'm saying? So now let's you know what you're trying to do, okay? Be honest with me, okay? When is the last time?
Dang, when is the last time again? It does not want us to figure out what the hell. All right, let me see if I go past when is the last time. That's crazy. If they don't let me, I'm going to be pissed off if they don't let me get the last of this off. For real. Come on, man. I need to know what happened. This is not fair. The cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. It will not go, I swear to y'all.
It's not possible. You know what you're trying to do.
Oh my God.
You know what you're trying to do, okay? Be honest with me, okay?
Be honest with me, okay? I know what they trying to do. They trying to make me go crazy. Because I'm finna try to figure this out. Why? Don't tell me it's a corrupt file. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear that. I mean, we know they going down. I just need to hear what for and how long. Look, I can scrub past the thing. It got them up there. Say what they did. Uh-oh, hold on. We back in the game. Hold on. We back in the game. We back in the game. Is that it? Is we back in the game? Nah, I can't hear nothing though. Ah, come on. Mixed bottles, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get to it. The child's been deprived of food over an extended period of time, not hours, not days, but long enough for his body to completely shut down. Okay, come on. What else is that? Did we miss what they got caught? Did it say what they got caught with? Okay, charges. 24 to 50 years. 24 to 50 year charge on second degree murder, 86 months to 10 years on second-degree child abuse. She got same thing, second-degree murder, 24 to 50, and 43 months to 10 years. I guess they was up in there. I don't like that, man. I don't know where the sound went. That is totally weird. At the end of that damn video, that pissed me off a little bit, y'all. That is crazy. Anyway, yeah, it might be redacted audio. There you go. Good, a very, very good point. But not the rest of the stuff. That might be just a little glitch in the little system. Well, y'all, man, that was a great one. You know what I'm saying? Was that crime tonight or was that crime tonight? That's real crime tonight. You know what I mean? We in here. All of y'all that ain't never been to the channel before, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the bell for notifications. If y'all would like to see the video even bigger than it is, like if you're on a TV or something like that, we got the big stream and we got the little stream. I know most of y'all might be on the little stream where you got the stuff above and the chat below. Well, if you go over to the big stream on the channel, then you will see the chat real big on the screen so you can talk to everybody, because it's like 3-4 chats going on at the same time. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. They haven't allowed TikTok to communicate with the chat yet. I don't know why. The child was gone already. Mike, the child was out of here. Oh, the child was a done data. It's over. That's what the thing was. That's why we was sitting there just watching them live. That's the only reason it was interested, because we sat there and when the police walked right in the door, he said that child was emaciated and looked like he been gone. Like that ain't just happened. And they sitting up there acting like, I just gave him a bottle in the last can of string beans. Yep, I pushed some oatmeal in the bottle and gave it to him. But y'all ain't gave that baby nothing. Nothing. That one was crazy. Like that one was crazier. Nah, they didn't show the kid. Nah, they didn't show the kid. No problem. Hey, look. That one was crazier than the baby. I mean, the babysitter was super duper evil. Trying to took them folks' kid out the box and then trying to pack him up in the walked around with him at McDonald's and all of that. That's trife too. That's real trife. But the fact that they let that baby sit up there for all that time, all in the house smelling, she's streaming while she got a old corpse baby in the corner. Oh, what happened to the gay husband? Then I don't know. We ain't figure. I think we had to do pest control at that time. So I think we jumped off that story. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it back in rotation. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man. These night streams be that deal though. I'm finna start doing a lot more crime. A lot of crime. Man, I had the last crime joint that I did. Well, it was 161,000 people in that lot that viewed that thing. I had stuff to do today, all today, and I was like, man, I'm gonna make sure I get back there to do some crime though. Shoot, the video we watching right now got 122,000 views on. Shout out to Keep It P Raw. Boy, they been over there. Shout out to Keep It P Raw. Now I hope a lot of them wouldn't hit that subscribe button. If they hit, that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to be hitting that like and that subscribe, man. But look, when y'all come back, make sure y'all watch this on the landscape, right? Instead of the portrait joint. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it real big. You can see me real big. If you on the portrait joint, I'm in that teeny weeny little tiny little box. And you got to check me out, kid. Word to my mother. So, you know, if y'all sprinkle me with a couple super chats or something, a little couple jewels, we might be able to watch another story, you know. might be able to get another hour. I did put the goal up. I mean, I gave you a tray balls. Little tray balls for the night. Little tray pocket. I was indiscriminate with the stories too. Bow, 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 bow. I got a couple more in the dough on the Kokomo Little Joe side of the game. I got a few more of them. And I know y'all hate the children's one. It's a children's one too. It's a cheering one too. Come on now, what you want to do? It ain't nothing but a couple Joes, you know what I'm saying? Boy, get a couple Joes or something. I got a nice one. Real low down, funky, dirty biatch for what she did. She's the scum of all the earths for this one. This one is ridiculous. Movie night with Jay Lava. I'm saying, where else would you rather be? You know what I'm saying? Over here with your boy. I got the purple Powerade. Psst, what? What it do? Lil Jim Shoe. What state was they sentenced in? I don't know if did we get a definitive on what state? Was there like maybe we can see it on the police cars or something? Nah, I really can't. I don't know. That's a tough one. Oh, you know what? If I'm not mistaken, was this hold on, there we go. Clinton Township. Where that narrows it down, doesn't it? Clinton Township. See if we get a look-see at something else. Nah, that's Clinton Township. That was nice that I was able to stop right on that. Clinton Township Police. Yeah, I don't know where this was. Hold on. There's an establishing shot. Hold on, let me see if they say. Let me see what they say about it. Oh, damn! I can't even get the volume on. That is crazy. The value won't even work.
Jesus. Good God. She's been
a case this horrendous of malnutrition.
This is a story that's been told before, but today we're bringing it back with moments no one has seen until now.
And his eye was open at first, so I seen him, and then when I seen his eye black, I scooped him up really fast, and I'm like,
I don't know. I was trying to look back for you. Michigan? You say it's Michigan? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right. Well, I ain't going to hold you, but I'm a moja, foja, and scoja about being on code. And you know, I got 4 words for you. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes. Come on, man. It's like over 400-500 people in here on all these channels. I should see a spike of 400-500 people that just subscribed. I should see the spike right now. I should see a spike and all the likes. If y'all didn't lasted this long with all the talking I've been doing, if y'all didn't lasted this long, I know I didn't at least earned a little subscribe or something. Then, you know, if you want to like for the spike in the algorithm, you understand? Most of y'all been commenting already. I see you, you know, and you can share if you care about getting crime everywhere. You understand? Please do that on the platforms that we are on, Jones. And just to bring it all the way home, I've got love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. With crime, you already know how. You could